Reach them. Always make sure the message reach them.
Live from Kingston, Jamaica, broadcasting around the world. You're watching the Teach Dim YouTube show. Intellectual, yet stimulating. Fair, frank, and factual. And now,
broadcasting live.
We will broadcast
live. This is Extra Class, streaming to the world and beyond.
Hey, let's go.
You know, it's Teach Them, the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel.
Good night, everyone. Let me know if you're hearing me clearly. Let me know if you're seeing me. If you're seeing and hearing me clearly, welcome to another episode of Extra Class, episode number 373. I trust that everybody has been having a wonderful and blessed weekend. And I mean, the people them will go to church today, big up on themselves. The people them are cook the Sunday dinner today, big up on themselves. For the people them are still a cook or still there at church, big up on themselves. You understand, peeps? Today, that's me I try catch back our streaming vibes. So the opportunity was there for me to, all our reason in the night, and just come for, all our vibes and talk about a few things we affect Jamaica as usual. Nothing different. Not change of the teacher, so same one. You understand what I say? So big up the ones that in the building. Seeing and hearing loud and clear. Big up yourself, Lady Rosie. I appreciate the support, you know what I mean? I see you just posted it in the channel group. Funny story about that, but one next time. Yeah, man, peace. Big up on yourself. We're there, yeah. Mama and Papa. You know what I think, some things once in the stream Friday night. This is Jamaica Terrated. The foolishness never stop. Plus some stuff we never get to discuss Friday night. Teach Them where it's dancehall rubber dub venue. Rebel T headquarters, 52 Dumbarton Avenue, off Eastwood Park Road, half a tree. Yeah, so yeah, we'll talk about a few things. Yes, big up yourself, J. Lawrence Myers, good night. Carl Jackson, Dwight, big up yourself, Joy Andrews, Singer J, blessings. Zane, so Singer J view. As in Singer J, the singer, the artist. I'm not sure. Black Mamba, yeah, I did fam. So big up to the ones in the building. As we said, and I spoke Friday night at length about we're hearing statistics about the economy or about crime, that the economy is progressing in the right direction, and we don't doubt that, and that serious crimes have reduced or declined compared to the corresponding period last year. But I'm saying, whilst we're hearing these things, it don't feel like we're on the ground. You understand what I'm saying? And the numbers continue to rack up. The murders continue to happen. And in Friday's newscast, there was a story about a man being shot off 100 Lane, along 100 Lane off Freddles Road. Allegedly, 2 set of men were shooting after each other, so some shootout of the sorts. I think yesterday or this morning, a body was found in or near a churchyard, same on 100 Lane, or near 100 Lane. So the thing is crazy. News broke yesterday evening that, a woman was killed at a wedding ceremony, and the 2 males shot and injured. So people are being killed in church, people are being killed at school, people are being killed at weddings, people are being killed everywhere apparently. You understand what I mean? I say big up to the ones in the building. And someone shout out some more people, you know what I mean? The wedding situation, a 31-year-old, a 28-year-old woman was shot and killed, and 2 men believed to be photographers who were employed to shoot the wedding ceremony. They received gunshot wounds. No motive has been established for the killing or the shootings. As to the condition of the 2 injured men, I have no update on that. Unfortunately, Miss Roshima Senior, She died from injuries she received. Apparently the wedding was going on and the reception was going on at about 6:15 when men traveling on a motorcycle gained access to a neighboring beach property and opened fire at the wedding party through a picket fence of the resort, hitting the 3 people. And as we said, that the lady lost her life. I don't know. You see me? And as I say again, Friday night, whilst I couldn't tell us that there's nothing being done to treat with the situation, it just feel away. You understand? Man shot and killed in Seaview Gardens. This morning, I think, police are trying to find a motive for that as well. So police are trying to determine the motive behind the shooting death of a man in Seaview Gardens, St. Andrew this morning. Voice just sound too loud in my headphone. Sorry. Yes, guys. So the victim has been identified as Donovan Anthony Collins, also known as Sarge, a 59-year-old vendor from Mapleview Road, Kingston 11. Reports reaching the press is that about 11 a.m., residents reported hearing loud explosions sounding like gunshots near the gully on White Sea Drive and called the police. On the arrival of the police, Collins was found laying down in a pool of blood. He was taken to the Kingston Public Hospital where he was pronounced dead. It's crazy. And the society seems to be immune to all this now. No, so many things, you know. I mean, some people, yes, but some people are very much appalled and terrified and concerned and fearful and apprehensive and all of the things. So I suppose it's a mixed bag. Some people operate on autopilot and these things are the norm to them, but then some people are very much traumatized. It's crazy how these youths are behaving, no respect for themselves or others. Jaja, big up yourself, you know. Sobi, you understand? DIY, solar, home and construction. Think of the first time you see the ones in the building. Michael Rowe, Blessing Swan. See, an Empress with wisdom. Good night. You see me? Yes. I'll go on. So, you know the thing set up. See another story here now. Somebody just mentioned young people. 14-year-old boy attacked in feud over girl. There are some stuff about the article that are not clear to me, but I might decide so I'm going to share it. It says a 14-year-old boy was attacked and stabbed by several people. In an apparent feud over a girl in Mandeville, Manchester on Saturday. Yeah, something there? Police have confirmed the attack and reported that the child was set upon by 5 other boys and 2 men, men, at a restaurant off Ward Avenue in the town. The injured boy has since been admitted to hospital. So according to the police, initial investigations have revealed that the incident occurred out of an issue with a female with whom the victim and the suspects had been feuding over recently. Information indicates that about 8 p.m., the boy was among some friends who were attacked by a group of knife-wielding accomplices who stabbed him in the abdomen and the chest. He was rushed to hospital where he was immediately treated and admitted in stable condition. I'm happy to hear that he's stable. And the police have since launched a manhunt for the suspected attackers. 5 boys, 2 men, 7 males attacked one 14-year-old allegedly over a female. I shouldn't say another. You understand? The bullet was for one of the photographer, not the lady. Boy, Father Justin, big up yourself. You see him? Nice. Empress Janet, good night. Yeah, it's been a while. I was here on Friday. I guess you missed that one, but may I try to get back a local vibe. That's why I'm kind of there. May I try to get back myself in a little streaming vibe. You understand? So, there is no time to waste. Yes, Rose, the story real, you know. I want to tell you, You understand? I think it was published by the Jamaica Observer sometime today. You understand? And look, this is it. From time immemorial, there has been conflict. There have been conflict. There is conflict, and there will be conflict. There will be difference in views and opinions, which can sometimes escalate into feud and conflict, physical confrontation. You understand? It is human nature for conflict develop between people. However, these days, the quickest answer to conflict is a machete or a gun or a stone in a man's side or something. You understand? Gone are the days when man have a fight man to man, fist to fist about the place and the better fighter win. Them things are not too go on again. You understand what I say? Yeah, Empress Janet, that was a major part of it, along with the schedule was kind of hectic and most times I'm tired, plus, everything else. But, yeah, man, we're there. We're not going away. You understand? We're not going away. We're there. We're there, same way. Our ability, or lack thereof, at conflict resolution is alarmingly poor these days. See? It is. No, man, we did Noranda thing, Brandon. Remember, there's a court battle between Noranda and some stakeholders in the Cockpit country. The people, the residents had gotten an injunction against Noranda that no mining should commence in SML 173. We soon get to that, man. We soon get around to that. Yeah, and there's this notion that children live what them learn and these things. Be that as it may, the youth them need to develop some form of self-control and conflict resolution. When we go to school, enough time we fight. Me, my friends them, my friends them, my classmate them. I will have a fight go on. You understand? But at no point during my school life was there a situation where I remember one man stabbing up one man with knife, or one man and his friend them gang man with knife and then something there. No, sir. You understand? Man thump it out and over face swell up and who ball and then man a friend one next day and then sit there and fight one next time. You understand what I say? Something me don't know. You understand? We live in a situation and time where a lot of the major gangs around are being replicated in the schools. You understand? And them have themselves in the schools. The gangs have themselves in the school with young recruits, and it's crazy. You see, we keep talking about the crime situation and crime plan, like a crime plan to exist and these things. And I've always said that the crime situation in this country is so diverse, is so dynamic, is so multidimensional that no one crime plan on paper can fix the crime situation. You understand? It will take a lot of vision, a lot of hard truths. You understand? A lot of treating with social and economic issues, a lot of education and re-socialization, and also until we understand that the breakdown of the family structure and family values in this country is significantly impacting everything else, then we're going to be in trouble. You understand? It's crazy. The youths, them very aggressive. Aggressive to them peers, to educators, to them parents, to community members, to family members, to everybody. You understand? The youth them cold. And I get colder. You see? Since the reopening of face-to-face classes after the pandemic, at least, off of the top of my head, at least 2 high school students have been killed by their peers. A number of them has been stabbed and injured. All sorts of things. It's crazy. You understand? And it existed before the pandemic, But as I've said before, what COVID-19 did was amplify every single issue in the society. Economic issues, social issues, political issues, mental issues, emotional issues, all type of issues. The pandemic magnified them. You understand? So, all of these things, I don't know. Bachelor, what you do? Hey, Bridget, what's up? You see? Teach all the youth them want to do a scam. Now, all that, true that. The ones that will decide for go that part. And you make a very good point in it, Justin. And you see, what we try to do when we have a discussion is to bring balance to the conversation. Because the truth is, you have more good children in Jamaica than bad kids. You have more good young men in Jamaica than bad young men. You have more young men in Jamaica who want to do the thing right, to do the thing legally, than those who want to do illegal stuff. You understand? So whilst the minority is bad and what them do kind of overshadow the good ones, but we have more of that. So the thing is, like we say, Jamaica, the future dark and a doom and gloom. The older I get, the wider my view of certain things become. The more tempered my assessment and analysis of certain things are. It's not as hard and fast as when I was younger and a little bit more hard-headed and probably hot-tempered. And the truth of the matter is that for everybody in Jamaica, we have more good. That is just the reality of it. You understand? For every criminal, we have more law-abiding citizens. For every child that is deviant, we have more kids out there who are doing the thing the right way. So, whilst, it is easy to focus on the negative, we just dwell on that. We don't know if we try bring a balance to the discussion and the conversation. So, I'm going to try to as best as possible to do that. Because it's not just doom and gloom, You understand? The reality is that whilst the thing look gloomy and doomy, you understand, we still have enough potential for good and good youths existing for counter that in the long run. My views. Again, you understand? Just like for the criminals, I think they're the minority, but because they are so bold and brazen and seemingly not enough is being done to curtail their activities, it just feel overpowering, you understand, and feel like there's no way out and suffocating. But the truth is that we have more law-abiding citizens in the country. Is just that. You see me? But the good will always be suppressed by the bad, and the bad will always overpower the good and outshine it. But we need to find strike a balance, and it rough, not get me wrong, And as we said this evening, and normally, and in the past when I used to stream on Fridays and Sundays, Friday was always the hard-hitting part of the conversation, the rough part, while Sunday was more of a laid-back, relaxed vibes. You understand? My blood pressure kind of level, whatever that value is, I kind of feel a vibe there again. It is more of a heart-to-heart and a more, sobering evening for think about some things. Yeah, but 7 boys against a 14-year-old boy over a girl. And this again is just a snapshot of what is happening in the wider society. Many males are still losing their lives in conflicts and feud involving female And vice versa. Many females are also losing their lives that way as well. That is the unfortunate reality. Because again, our ability at conflict resolution, and it's not even our ability, we're just not interested. Every man a bad man. You understand me? I say, no man not take no talk, no man not take no this, no man not violate. See, I will reason with one of my brethren since day. I'm a taxi driver. Yeah, and I say, teach, you know, say, yesterday, I'm there around one place and one brother and one AD wagon bad drive me. See, and the first thing the man said to me, I said, yo, I'm shoot you. And from my brethren, I said, no, you know, I don't want to shoot. Me don't want to shoot when he tell us I'm dead with laugh. But I said, no, man, you know, I don't want to shoot me, man. So just, you know what I mean? Go on, man, and have a good day. And that's the thing there, at the other man, and based on what I got, based on what I was told, is the AD you can bad drive, my friend. And after you bad drive the man, you are going to offer the man gunshot. I saw the things that happen in our country, you know. When a man wrong, he might defend it with badness. You see the pre? So, with G, I said, nah, man, you know me know why you shoot. you know me know why you shoot me. You understand? So, he saw the need to de-escalate any potential, you know what I mean, conflict. Because it's crazy. And next man could then say, shot what? Go shot your egg and by the time you know it, gunshot start beat. Yeah, this is a crazy world we're living about. Yeah. You understand me? I tell you. And then no, enough for the man them. Because I hope to get the opportunity. See? Teacher man just came out of a meeting with a past student association about the same issue because there are some serious problems. Bro, King Harry, crazy. You understand? That would be the say again, look, I don't even remember. But remember. You understand? Teaching the best way to avoid conflict. Yeah, true. You understand? Yeah, man. Accurate. Blessings, you know. Father Jackson. Yeah, man, that's how you think, man. Tell us every man about one, you know. You see me? And yeah, and as me I say, I hope in the future I am afforded the opportunity where I can hold a one-to-one with some convicts. Or ex-convicts too. You understand? For kind of pick them brain and take them back to the moment there. Of their discretion, a discretion, other word I look for? No. I don't know which word I look for now, I soon tell you. Which word I look for? Enough time already I feel me and I get all. Indiscretion, the one that's the moment and the foolishness. You understand? And you know, try it because I am certain majority of inmates serving time for murders and violent crimes. None of them regret doing it. And many times, you know, it is one moment of madness, indiscretion. I mean, want to brighten and thanks. This is a word that I look for. He never did that forward. You see me? So, it would be nice if I have conversations with some of these men and women, because I always put things as for man, like the female prisoner empty neither. You understand? As to, you know, what would have led them, push them over the edge. And many times it's just anger. You understand? We're just angry. I have been angry before, you know, many times. You see me? And I am very thankful that in those moments of weakness, my anger never lead to me losing my freedom. You see me? Because that could have happened many times, you know. You understand? Because when I was a younger boy, I was on the darker side of life for a time, you know. I'm very aggressive. You understand? But me give thanks. I guess life had a plan for me. Me appreciate life. Life a good youth. You see? So I know that even the best of us, you know, one lapse in judgment can cause a lot of things. We're too hungry, man. We're too easy to get upset, man. You understand? I am still working at that too, because I'm still not the rich part I think I want there with these things. Because we get upset too, same way. You understand? But we need for just swallow with ego sometime, brother, and just back down sometime, man. See, many men lose them freedom and lose everything after them lose them freedom because of anger and ego. You see? So, as human beings, we have the potential for spontaneous combustion, you know? But we have to learn to temper it and so we have to just walk away. So just laugh. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. You understand? And them little things that I try for instilling on myself too. Because as I said, we're still a work in progress, you know. We're still, you know what I mean, kind of edgy sometimes too. And I guess being a no nonsense type of person too in general. But me I work on it. Me give thanks. I've come a far way. You understand? And true, that's mean, as me always tell you, if anybody tell you, two things people can tell about me and you tell them, say I lie, them I tell. You understand? Probably three things. Say me trouble them. Say me trouble people. Lie. Never. Me not do that. You understand? Say means a thief. Lie. Me not go do that. And say means a liar. You understand? Me not going to do that. You understand? Probably back in the days, me tell some girls some lies still. I won't lie to you about it. You understand? But probably look, those lies were necessary at the time. Because them situation there. But generally means, you understand what I say? Me's a very honest person. I'm going to tell you how you go and then you decide how you going to work with it. You understand what I say? I'm not going to trouble your things. See, I am not a thief. And if they tell us I'm trouble them, it's a lie them I tell. You understand what I say? So, we are work on ourselves. We have to just continue work on that. And the youths them, I think I need for create a local thing where I need for going to some schools and reason with some more youths. Because sometimes, and as I say, sometimes the youth them just want somebody to hear them out, you know. Somebody for can relate to them and them can relate to. You understand? Sometimes we treat the youth them some way and treat them void of respect to and then we expect to get respect from the youth them. You understand what I say? So we probably need to do more of that too. You understand? Try to reach some more youths on a one-to-one level and thing but yeah, some of the next man them can add that to them thing too, you know, because we know many males are watching and would have value to add to the lives of these young men. You understand? And ladies who are watching to these young ladies, and men to young ladies and ladies to young men as well. We're not think gender neutral. You understand what I say? So we need for do some of that too, because the truth of the matter is that if we can help a youth find himself from early, you understand what I say, and deviate from a certain path, it means a one less potential criminal that we have to deal with. You understand what I say? And you have to go deal with them and your children and my children and your grandchildren and my grandchildren will have to deal with this. So if you and I from early out, kind of late-ish now still, but still not too late, can you know what I mean, vibe with some of them youth here. See, sometimes it have to be nothing tangible or physical, you know. Sometimes it's just somebody youth them not have no father in them life. Them not have no big brother in them life. Them not have the uncle in them life. See, sometimes them just want a father figure. You understand? A big brother figure, a uncle figure. Some of the girls them not have the mother in them life. Them not have no big sister. Them not have the auntie. Sometimes I just that them want. Many of us have this thing say, if I no money or clothes or shoes, we are give the youth them more time, we not give them nothing valuable. No. You understand? Sometimes a word of encouragement would do amazing stuff for some youth. You understand? Sometimes just listening to them, just hearing what them have to say, because there's nobody in them life. I hear them out. Nobody nah give them the opportunity to share them views or state some issue will affect them. You understand what I say? Jamaica score. Give thanks. I don't want to watch the match, you know, but I forgot to see highlights like. You see me? The youths them this is a delicate point in our country's history. Zane, if you do the observation, the youths are getting more and more deviant. There are less and less role models for them to emulate, positive role models, that is. Zane, many of them are not readily accepting of positivity. You understand? And people who have their best interests at heart, it is easier for them to lean towards the Don and the man where I make the money and I drive the flashy car and I live on the big hill with the big house with a whole heap of girls. It is easier for them for gravitate towards that. So it becomes even more difficult for people who have them best interests at heart to reach them in the first place, because there's nothing that you tell them or show them that is appealing to them. You not drive the big car, Zane. You not have the hot girls them. You're not living in a big house on no hill. You work 9 to 5 every day and you both heel lean. You can't talk to your youth. A man around this when I do nothing. I be a name brand in my wear, be a Clarks, be a bank crab and Wallaby and Desert Clarks, and you understand what I say? Be a Polo and Gucci and Louis V my wear, and be a Crown and Mark X them a drive and Beamer and Benz and these things. So who you think it might go really and truly gravitate to naturally? You see the pre? So it means saying, and we have this next thing too again, where back in, these things are very cliche, but the truth is that it really and truly takes a village to raise a child, You understand what I say? Like, me get some height in my days, you understand? Me kind of catch the last part, where anybody in our community can reprimand you. You understand? In these days, you reprimand a man youth, the man come war you. Because you see youth and love him. Your mother come war you. You understand what I say? In granny come war you and brother come war you, because you have to see people pick me and leave them alone. And that's how you think they know. No, you can't talk to a youth because I'm going to make you know so you know parents. Yeah, them things they never used to work. You see it? Somebody boss you also have to go home and keep that to yourself, because you get boss ass on top of that again. You understand what I say? Yeah, that me I hear there say we are lead one love. Don't watch it much, but say there. Give thanks to the update. Man, them watch it much. Couldn't watch it up there still, but one next time. As me I said, the man them, I know some very respectable men in here. What I know men in here who have met. A man like this, a man like Finar and them man there. See, them say who else in here me know like that. Yeah, son. So I know so enough, because no people in there now come watch a thing careless. So all them man them in here, I know a respectable but man them. Romeo Taff, you understand, I haven't met him in person, but we have interacted because of the channel and thing. This a room I probably had next one. I don't know. But the man them, Black Mamba and the man them were there. You understand? Probably some of the man them not there yard neither still. But say the youths them who, in your direct surroundings, you can a fatherly advice or brotherly advice and encouragement and guidance to the ones them. You would be surprised. You understand what I say? The Empress them. We're in here, yes, and we know Empress Winsome and Empress Rosie and I haven't met any other female in here directly before. Zane, I don't think so. But I be a respectable people in here. You understand what I say? We have to try reach the young ladies them on a level 2, and what thing go. Scotty, should there somewhere, good as span her honeymoon. Alright, so she good, man. She just I deal with some things, you understand? So yeah, she good. You'll see her in time. Them fighting teachers now, that not used to happen. I won't say never used to happen, but it never used to happen with such regularity. You understand? And back in the days when one youth a war one teacher, him have to stop because the rest of class I go page him. Now the rest of class I encourage him. So I remember when I was in high school, one of my teachers nearly died. He was hit in his head, but I think the young man was in grade 9 at the time, with a stone. So these things are not 100% new. That was the first time anything like that was happening. And the last time to like anything like that happened during my school life, in between primary school and high school, them something that don't really happen at college and university like that. I guess then we happen now still because I said, man, them serious. But back then, and then even before me, no, you never did a physically patient teacher. No matter how you feel about it, you go hold it. You understand what I say? But the frequency and regularity of it now is crazy, family. You understand what I say? A teacher just want to look for you too hard and a problem. You understand? A teacher just want to tell a youth the right thing sometime and him not want to hear that a problem. You understand what I say? We still have some teachers who are not as professional as they should be, or respectful as they should be. You understand? That is still a thing. So teachers who are facing those deficits need for work on those things. You understand? Out of frustration, some of them and do some things sometimes too. But we have to meet the youth them sometimes further than halfway and thing. And I respect. I am a true believer of you respect your students, and 99% of them will replicate said respect. You will always have that 1% who feel like them not taking talk from nobody. Me like the 1%, The 1%, they are my 1%. You understand? Because it means I have a mission. So we don't easy to curve and fix or forget curve and fix. Me like that. See? So yeah. Some teachers doing a 1% part of it, but me like the challenge. You understand? Because me I will get through to you some way, somehow. You understand? If it is through civil conversation, you understand? If it is giving you an opportunity to express your views and express yourself, I will hear you out. You understand? If it means you have to get a one shake, you will get that. We never hide that. I know some people get upset when I say these things, but it's just, you are right. You can't stay there on your IR talk anything you want to. If it means you will get a conquer, get a one slap, you might get that too. You understand? Again, if you are offended by that, that's fine. You can do anything you want or say anything you want. So when you're deep on the ground as an educator who want the best for your youth, talking alone always work. You understand what I say? And this is coming from somebody who when me talk, you would have to listen. But sometimes some stick broken on some of them ears, you have to slap you out. That's the nature of the thing. And I have never hidden that or apologized for that. And I will never. Many people get offended by that. That is fine. I couldn't care less. You understand? So just know that we have reformed many youths both here. You don't need to thank me, but trust me, I have saved many youths. You see? And we don't abuse nobody pitney, when I get up and beat up on the youths them. You understand? But there comes a point when you have a few youths where them have to get it. Not that. We have it. We have it right here. You understand? And the sad part of it though is that many teachers of my mannerism are not in the profession anymore. Many teachers who are disciplinarians are leaving the space, mostly for economic reasons. And we're talking about males and females. I know some female teachers we are generally nice street, don't make no mistake about it. And the remuneration just don't make any sense. You understand? The lack of appreciation, some people don't bother with that anymore. You understand? The lack of respect. The lack of vision from the Ministry of Education annoys many. Yeah, so we are left to that situation now where many of the teachers who are able to govern the ground, speaking Jamaican, in terms, then go and govern different ground. The youths might get more challenging from a disciplinary perspective, and the teachers who are able to treat with that indiscipline and that deviance, many of them are not there anymore. Zane? So where do we go from here? Time will tell. And rest assured that more teachers will leave. More teachers will leave the system. More teachers will leave the country. And Jerome said, Mexico equalize. Jaja. We don't love that. You understand? And even before school too, because you see, I grew up in a very poor family. A very poor family. See? But despite being poor growing up, certain values were instilled. You understand? And I am thankful that I was able to live by those values despite poverty. See? I mean, after a while, when I go live with some other family members, the thing never so bad than when my early years I grew up. We give thanks to that too. You understand? But my life has been a struggle, you know. One day when I write the book, you can't go read it. It's been a struggle. You understand? But here we are. You see me? This is right here, so we're there. Favor is not even so much the issue. You know, the ministry itself from the ground up is just, it's an next story for next time. See? So despite what we never have growing up, certain things were always instilled in us. You understand? And that is family. I never grew up with my father. Zane. My father wasn't there, you know. But me have an uncle. Uncle Frame. Make sure so you know, say, you know. When you violate the others, you know, Uncle Frame will fix you. You understand? When them man they are beat you, know, brother. I've all 1 year out of beat me, I get, you know. You understand? Because he might take all I report them and file them. So when we used to give with granny trouble, he file all our auntie. Because I grew up in a home with my grandma, even though she was out working most of the time, because she was a living helper for some people. So she got out and hustle stuff we can try to survive. My auntie them, see? So it's when I go live with my stepmother, male figures were really there right through. But I grew up in a house with mostly females. And we are soldiers in the street. See? So rest assured, say him, I file and report there. And and a civil job you used to get beaten with, brother. When all that wrap up around your body like it's a shirt. Yes, and you lick across your back and you wrap up around all your belly and come back around your side around here. So that me I tell you. You understand? So, yeah, there has to be figures within the household or in the community that ensure that you walk on the straight and narrow. You see me? That was my uncle. Looking back at it, he is very, very much responsible for the person that I have become. You understand? He never get up and beat me every day for it. Just beat with sake. But no, sir. When at time, he will be there. Yo, Nick, so you deal with. But if I get the tablet stick in the door, I'll say, but if you do a civil jack, brother, then soak it in it's a whistle now. It's very flexible, brother. It can't broke. I think it was soaked in urine for a couple of months. Because when he cut you and carry come show you, you know. And I say, here we go on. I talk to him. I said, this, Zane, This is what it is. This is what I got do. So uno decide if me have to use it or not. So him tell we. You understand? He never hide it. He never hide it. You understand? And you know, kids will be kids. We do things. Behind my cousin. You understand? We're just a few months. He was born in September. I was born in November. He died when we were what? 10 turning 11, I think. It was at them time there. Yeah, I think he died when we were in grade 4, going grade 5. And I don't remember the year, yeah? But say, him tell we, he make we know. You understand? He never hide nothing. But he was there. You see me? He was there. And he ensured that we stayed in line and we were kept in check. One man, you know. You see the important. I mean, I say it's because it was on me. But the truth is that how we responded to him was different from how we responded to it. We love your granny, you know. Miss Lou, big up yourself, you know. We love your grandma. You understand? And we love your auntie them. But Uncle Frame, no say, the man there. You understand? It is important to have disciplinarians within the household. I mean, I talk abusers, you know, I talk. And people are going to say, teacher, if you used to beat you. No, you don't tell me. It discipline him, did I discipline me? You can maybe abuse you, but I am fine with it. It has helped me greatly. You understand what I say? And thing, when I went now to live with my stepmother, in my teens, early teens, she had Garfield, Brian, Max, 3 brothers. Zane, so they were like uncles to me. All of them were big men. You understand? And each of them I would have learned different things from. Zane, so each of them played an important role again. Whilst they weren't so much discipline, Zane, you learn discipline from them, if you get what I say. Zane, so all of these people plays a role in my life going forward. Then eventually now I go live with my stepfather. You understand? Satan. Uncle T, big up yourself. Zane, that man again, whilst him now, he has never hit me. You understand? I guess we never probably give him that. Maybe, because then time, I don't know. But we have never had to deal with that. But I learned also discipline being around him. You understand what I say? So, it is important, and I was never really a bad child, but I was still a child. And there were times when I stepped out of line, and there were people there for fix it and show me the right way, whether encouragingly or with a little bit of force. The youth, them need that. And as I said, I wasn't a bad kid, really. You understand? Only thing me used to do mostly back then, at Dalios, we used to play that enough. You understand? You want to beat me get for there, sit there. But that's a next story for your next time. You see me? I never really used to give up. When I was growing up, Zane, the most trouble me used to give is related to girls, to be honest with you. You understand? And I was not necessarily feisty, but me normally tell you what up on my mind, and that used to cause problem. You understand? It's not disrespectful, you know, but I'll respond and make you know what up on my mind. And I disrespect, you know. But you know, as a youth still I can to say back certain things same time they still, but say, but they kind of like that too. You see me, I say, yeah, Rosie, they don't know for that, man. They ain't enough beat me get for that. for they sit there. You see me? So, and yeah, some youth you know them rough. Them need some people around them to stand up, brother. Now for the youth, them father not did it. Some of them has lost their father to violence. Some of them, their fathers are serving time. Some of them, their fathers are just non-existent. They have never been there. You understand? And whilst you have women out there who are doing incredible jobs in raising some of these kids, them need help. You understand? As much help as them can. You see me? So, I don't know. Yeah, but I want me there so long. Oh God, yeah. But sometimes, as Mr. Sunday evening is just, you know what I mean? We just reason with the thing on a level. But discipline, you have different levels and different methods to discipline. But enough time the youth them just want somebody who is there for them, who will listen to them, who will encourage them, who will help to point out when them wrong and guide them in the right direction. You understand? Sometimes that's all it takes. See, and being a teacher for a long time, I can tell you some of the homes that these children are coming from, they are so broken that it breaks these kids. Some of these youths are as broken as their homes. You understand? Some of the youth them can't focus, them can't concentrate because of what is going on at home. What is going on in their communities. Zane? So them need as much guidance and positive role models. Why I don't know, rough. Rough Rasta. But we have to find a way, yeah. So whichever way the ones them can assist a youth or youths, then we have to do that. You understand? Because you and I may have to treat with that youth in a situation where neither of us want to be in. You understand? It's either a situation where your life or my life will be at stake, or we have to defend our lives in a way where freedom life will be taken. We don't want that. I soon get to that enough, because I have an article on that specific thing, you know. You understand? So, I don't know. Yeah, man, when eventually when I went to live with my mother, most time she a quarrel, leave the people them girl pitney. Then I say, mommy, me can't go do that. Me and the girl are my friend. You know what I mean? Sir. Teach him the movie that Samuel L. Jackson star is called Mr. Clark. You need to watch. Okay, I'll definitely do. That is the movie where he's a high school coach or teacher. Which one? Auntie. Chris, so much time to tell her. Yes, a moment. Be easy, man. You see me and trouble girl them? Me and trouble girl them? Yeah, sir. Road fatalities down since January. God is a good God. Yes, he is, because the man ain't crazy out on the road. The Ministry of Transport and Mining says there's a moderate decline in road fatalities since the start of the year. Now, speaking at the Western Jamaica launch of the road code test in secondary schools, that's a very good initiative. I should say that, where in some schools, children who are at a certain age and grade level are allowed to sit there, learners, test and all of these things, get them learners and them. So, very good move. Because sometimes we criticize government politicians and this, you know. When we say good things, we can't say a good thing. You understand? So I think it was, the pilot project was at York Castle High School in St. Anne, if memory serves me correctly, where quite a few of the children sat the learners test and get them learners and do them. You understand? So it is very important for children at an age and stage where they can understand certain things to be exposed to the value of using our roads properly and living up to the road codes and all of them something there. Yeah, man, I mean, tell us Xavier, a good move, man. You see, more time we quarrel with them and cuss them when them for do that. But the thing is that, what does that mean anyway? Desmond Cummings. What you mean, Father Cummings? You mean as it relates to the road code test? Zane? Oh, so 2-1 the match there. A match at. I wonder if I forgot to tap the stream and go watch the match. You see me? Speaking at the Western Jamaica launch of the road code test in secondary schools at Little London High School in Westmoreland on Friday, Transport Minister Audley Shaw says that up to March 23rd this year, 94 people died in road traffic crashes from 83 collisions. So there were 83 accidents which resulted in 94 deaths. Yeah? According to the minister, this is in comparison to 106 people being killed from 94 crashes over the corresponding period last year. So year to date, there were more crashes last year, resulting in more fatalities. See, and he says this represents an 11% reduction in road traffic deaths and a 12% decline in fatal crashes over last year. Now, Minister Shaw says the parish of Westmoreland recorded a dramatic dip in road fatalities, with 9 people being killed to date, compared to 15 for the corresponding period last year. This represents a 40% decline. That's good. Motorcyclists represents 50% of those fatalities in this parish, because there's a lot of bikes in Westmoreland. The minister noted that in 2022, Westmoreland recorded the 4th highest number of fatalities in the island with 49. Of the 49 fatalities in the parish, motorcyclists accounted for 24, followed by private motor vehicle drivers, which accounted for 7 fatalities. The minister noted that young people between the ages of 15 and 29 accounted for the highest number of overall fatalities in the parish. He noted that the community of Little London is considered one of the crash hotspots in the parish due to the number of fatalities that have been recorded over the past year. We shouldn't have any no fatalities. Desmond, I don't know that there's a country around the world where there are cars and roads where no accident not going, to be honest with you. I understand what you say, but I don't know that it is fully realistic. What I would say though is that the number of deaths on the roads each year should reduce and decline significantly. You understand? Into the double figures versus triple figures. You understand? And then we take it from there. Get what I say? Zane, but the reality is probably a little bit different. And if you look at it, most of the fatalities are between ages 15 to 25. Young people. You understand? Many of the young people among us, including us when we were younger, we were very carefree, OC, careless. You understand? And everything was a joyride and fun for us. Zane, so that is one of the reasons why the fatality rate is so high among that age group and thing. Father Desmond, I sincerely hope that we can reach a stage where your pronouncement is what exists, what obtains. But until then, we hope to see a gradual decrease or significant decrease. You understand? Lawful! Bro, what you deal with? All is well. First and foremost, give thanks, It's a joy to see the one. You understand? We're there same way, you know what I mean? It's been a minute, but we're here. Give thanks to the continued support, bro, and the contribution. We always appreciate that. Big up yourself, man. Lawful are one of the men that were there from Wapikill Philip. You understand? Because we did it, You see? Them man that they run from early ages. You understand? We need more shift stick cars. But the manufacturers, them all there met them there, brother. And when they met them now, some R models and more expensive than the automatic versions or the regular models. So many people can't afford that. And your rationale for standard vehicles is what private figure. It develops or it creates or fosters greater usage of the road and more attention. That's what you're suggesting. Yeah, that's probably a good suggestion. But manufacturers, most of the vehicles them now, like me hate the vehicles them where when you're going there, everything a touch screen. I don't like them car there. I like knobs, I like buttons. You understand? The vehicle them, you pull up some little lever for your emergency brake. I like that something there. The gears selector, or some look knob where you turn, or some look something with your hand. Look how my hand them big. My hand can't even two fit. Then can't even two fit. No, my hand cover them but 3, 4, 5 times. You understand? So only cause me don't like them something there. You understand? Me like pull up me emergency brakes. When me I turn up some things that nab me, so it carry thing kind of set away, you know. You understand? Me no love them days. Yeah, and we know technology is that, and it's inevitable that we will reach a stage where most vehicles are like that. We are having more and more self-driving capable vehicles coming up, becoming available. There's a shift now into hybrids and electric vehicles with a slow phasing out of gas powered and vehicles. So the march is unrelenting and in time. But boy, I mean I love it. May I tell you the truth? You understand? Me like tactile buttons and thing in a vehicle, sir. You understand? And then add to it, a be ugly carry man them I make these days. I don't know what design they carry them. You understand? A one company me really say I design some nice vehicles of some nice looking vehicles. Most of the vehicles them very over style or them just very ugly. You understand? I don't know what I'm going with that. It's crazy. Yeah. Back in the days, you buy one car which can last for one good 10 years. Not necessarily you're going to drive it for 10 years, but you know, say if you're going to drive it for 10 years, you can serve it for 10 years. Now, as I drive it for 10 months, something broke on it. You understand what I say? And then because these cars are so complicated, it's harder now to work on them for mechanics. You understand? So, what I mean, I know, it's set away. Auntie. A BMW, I make good. Those are becoming a little bit more reliable than they were, to be honest. And thing, that's the next. When I am buying a vehicle, the first thing I think about is reliability. You understand? Me want one car me can get parts around a supermarket. You understand what I say? And them car, the nice looking vehicle are sexy. You understand? So, and when I'm buying a vehicle, 2 things. 1, reliability and resale value. You understand what I say? Because I don't plan to keep the vehicle forever. So, if when I sell it back, it don't make no sense, then we not buying in the first place. So, we don't really get carried away by certain things. And we kind of, a lot of decisions that I try to make it being grounded. You understand what I say? Not so much in a rosy. I mean, BMW is improving there, but and it may be more reliable where you are because of you get warranty here, there, and everywhere, and servicing. But in Jamaica, back in the days, not so long ago, BMWs were very unreliable, and many Mercedes-Benz were very unreliable as well. Yeah, so let me say. So yeah. So resale value and reliability. You understand? And that's my thing when I buy a car these days. Because right now, things set away. when I buy a car for, you know what I mean? Because you know in Jamaica we love profiling. And we buy a car. When we buy a car for your next man. We buy a car for the man. Oh, you know them gonna love it. No, brother. That's how we work, but that's how we buy a vehicle. We buy a vehicle, we are going to do the work we want if we do. Plus, say, you know what I mean? We can carry a war and drive it back. Auntie. Yeah. Yeah, man, they have, as me say, with reliability, they have improved. I know quite a few people have owned BMWs and a nightmare experience they have had. But in recent times, the people who I know we own them, the richer people them, they have not been complaining so much of the cars being unreliable. A Toyota vehicle parts at a supermarket. Them there and under, you understand? Now, I would have never buy another Nissan vehicle still. I have had bad luck with Nissan vehicles in the past. You understand? All of them are giving me no want it. You see me? Yeah, man. Give me $6. Yeah, Nix, we don't say no, you know. We don't say no. You understand? Yeah, but you know what I think, go? And you know, we carry them too expensive to you, sir. There's me living there. That is the next thing. You understand? So, yeah. But this is not, look here, this is not a car street. Me gone. Me I move on. I want to take time on the road. You understand? And service in the vehicle. And brother, the purpose of the tire on the vehicle is to ensure there is traction between the vehicle and the surface. You understand? The car tire cannot be smoother than the panels them on the vehicle. You need good tires. And that is one of the cause of a lot of accidents. You understand? Them tire them can't work out. And service the vehicle them too, man. You see me? Yeah, man. Nobody can give me no. Me don't want that. Me I tell you God Almighty truth. It's not hype or bullshit and not. Don't you can't give if you don't mean me not good if you give me a Nissan, sir. That me I tell you right now. So me don't want it. Me I be honest with you. Me I talk from my experience. There was a time when we are buy a vehicle and we couldn't just afford one Nissan this or one Nissan this and you know we move around. No, me don't want it. You understand? There's a smooth being more contact. You can't stay there the same. You understand? Brother, they will make TV, brother. And microwave and they sit there. You know they find that with you. No, me not bashing Nissan and Nix. Me I tell you some my experience. I have owned 2 Nissan vehicles. I don't want any more, sir. You understand? If you're giving it to me, I do not want it. I thank you, but me not want it. You understand? Me not depend that. And me I talk for myself. See, when I tell me I have one Nissan, me I rent, you know. Me I rent, and 2 times me have to record to take it up off the highway. Twice. You know much money for so when you record go up on the car automatically at $25,000 in the family. Me no want no more. You understand? Plus that the vehicle no. You can't tell me nothing. You understand me? All if me win me I get back. Me no want it, sir. You understand? It's that me I tell you. You can't tell me nothing. You see? Just see them. Sell it. But big up to all of the people them like them Nissan, you know. Me not say nothing. The X-Trail no bad looking. You understand? So when you want them no bad looking, but I mean I want it. You understand? This is not for me. Everybody like what them like. I don't really want it. Yeah. D Jones. No, you know, not really, you know. Yeah, man, we have a B13 one time. Bad B13 to you, brother. The B13 wasn't so bad, to be honest with you. To be honest, until me sell it, see, bad B13. You understand what I say? Very quick. You understand? Very nice looking. Zine, early out that, and then we have some other Nissan where, I remember tell you so when we just start out, you know, Nissan kind of on the cheaper side. You understand? And this is them that we couldn't afford at the time. So, we did all have a few Nissan, man. In a taxi thing, in a rental thing, and it didn't work out. That's all I'm have to say. I'm not telling you something for go buy a Nissan, you know. I'm just, I said, no, look, me don't want it. Yes, D. Jones, me not say no, you know. But I have the amount of problem me have in the time. So teach how the Bugatti I know. You mean know the brother cause I have it yet. No. I still drive a very modest vehicle, you know. Don't get me wrong, but business I don't want on this side. You understand? And I am not necessarily too much into luxury vehicles either. Yeah, me like reliable vehicles. Yeah, that reliability. You understand? But one day when the money alright, me hold something nicer. You understand? But until then, no Nissan. Only Nissan me then take now is a Skyline and I want to older one them. You understand what I say? We're in a good condition, but the rest of Nissan them not depend that. Me just tell you. Big up to Nissan. You understand? If they want some sponsorship work, me take it to still, but me don't want a car. You know, Mr. Last night, very nice. Like I've been looking at them in Ford, not the Bronco. What came on before the Bronco? Remember? It's a Land Cruiser. Remember? I saw one last night, very nice. I like the design in a real life, what I see. I like the shape. I like the long story. We make move on. I not come for something there, for talk about a car. Means not a car expert, sir. You understand? Right now, even though I drive, I prefer call my driver and I go see me. I am like that. You understand? The vehicle in the garage and no man, I Explorer. Ford. Land Rover. I tell you what I'm Land Cruiser, man. I'm going to tell you which here. Land Rover Defender. Yes, I saw one last night. The 2021 Land Rover Defender. I like the shape of the vehicle. You understand? Ford has been very reliable of late. See? The Land Rover Defender, the 2021, 2022 models, them look very nice. The 2-door one look even better than the 4-door one, but me's a family man, so I would have to buy a 4-door one. You understand? Plus them can carry gear, plus them can drive got some place, because them have off-roading capabilities. You know some of them road about and not. And I would have buy that if I have the money. You understand? Not to be the main vehicle, but to be another vehicle, because you understand? So the Land Rover Defender, I like the design of that. I'm telling you, the car that we have these days, we not so like enough for them. You understand? Because them just no nice looking, but I like the Defender. In a certain color too. You understand? I like it. I like it. You see? I go buy one of them car there one day. You understand? Probably when they become more collectible. Plus some other car. We're moving on. Vehicles only good for taking you from to and from. Yeah, that's my thing there, you know. You understand what I say? I try to say I need for gift tags. You see it? I be tell you, me will park my vehicle and call my driver. Because me always have my driver, you know. You understand? Them man, they bring me anywhere, anytime. I am just like that. You know, some people, them have to drive go because them have to drive go. I am not like that. You understand? So, that's what I think that. Yo, alright, we can move on. But don't do the car thing. One next night we talk about car. Because I look like I'm going to love the car business, you know. But big up to the people them who drive them nice cars, you know. Who work hard and deserve it. You understand? And big up to the people them who drive Nissan too. Who are good people. You understand? Just not my car. Don't enough other call. It's just so a conversation go sometime. But me done. So we're talking, you see our reach here, so road fatalities with there, say. And where I said there's a decrease in road fatalities. You understand? Me look like a Volvo man. I walk out and look that. No, sir. You understand? I said, no. You see? I think. Teach them the Land Rover look, I say Land Rover look good in my eyeglass. Okay, I tell you, man. Yeah, man, it fit me. Yeah, man, it's a nice car. Top Max, so I go on, alright, but don't laugh. So that. So I can move on now. Not the last stream. The one before that, I shared information with you that South Trelawney Environmental Association, STEA, and some residents from within the Cockpit country were successful in having the court grant an injunction against the commencement of mining in Special Mining Lease 172 within the Cockpit country. See? And thing. So that is in front of the court. The residents also added another claim and wanted to add new evidence within that same scope of events to say that mining was taking place in SML 162, 172 and 165. Apparently none should be taking place, but the judge never grant them that. So residents in a major fight with two bauxite firms have lost a bid to get fresh evidence admitted in an appeal brought by the companies that are pushing for the removal of an injunction. So Noranda is trying to get the removal, the removal of the injunction. Zane, because the court granted the injunction in favor of the residents. Hope you all follow me. While Noranda is trying to get that thrown out or lifted. Zane, so the injunction granted in January blocks Noranda Jamaica Partners 2 and the New Day Alumina Jamaica Limited from commencing or continuing any mining activity on the Special Mining Lease 173. I don't know that any mining started within SML 173. I know they were very close. Zine, however, Supreme Court Judge Justice Anne-Marie Nemard did not grant the injunction sought against mining-related activities in the area SML 165 and 172. The hearing, so the court first had to consider the fresh evidence application by King's Counsel Michael Hilton, who is representing the residents. The residents claim the new information shows mining activities in the areas covered by SML 165 and 172, as the injunction stated that no mining should be taking place in those areas as well until the matter is heard. So the residents are saying that there's evidence that mining is taking place there and they wanted to put that evidence to the court. The court said them no want it. A 3-judge court of appeal panel ruled against the application. So the court said it was not satisfied that sufficient diligence was taken to get the evidence so it could have been used in the Supreme Court. It also said the new information was unlikely to change the decision of the lower court judge. Hilton said the evidence came to light after the judge heard arguments in December last year on whether to grant the injunction. The ruling was handed down on January 20, so the mining companies and the government opposed the application to admit the new evidence. Now, King's Counsel Ransford Braham, who is representing Noranda, argued that while their language was not completely clear, his clients did not argue in the lower court that mining had fully ceased in those two areas, 165 and 172. He said activities were taking place but not at a significant level. A view, he said, was indicated in an affidavit from Noranda, but I thought the ruling said that no mining at all. Braham made the argument after the Court of Appeal President Justice Patrick Brooks questioned whether it was strange that the mining companies did not deny claims in the lower court that the mining had not ceased in these two areas. Now, the government's lawyer, Lisa White, admitted that it was unusual, but said the residents had enough time to put the purported new evidence before the lower court judge. Now, the injunction against the 25-year SML 173 would remain until a lawsuit brought against it by the residents is determined. They claim that the mining activities have breached or are likely to breach several of the constitutional rights, including their fundamental right to life and the right to reside in any part of Jamaica. But the bauxite companies are arguing that their survival is under threat, risking major upheavals in the Jamaican economy. An interim injunction in circumstances where trial is 1 year away would sound the death knell for the appellant companies, they said. So they have appealed against the injunction and the date has been moved up. a little bit closer. Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark has argued that bauxite alumina sector is of vital economic and developmental significance. The industry accounts for more than 2% of Jamaica's gross domestic product. 2%. Zin, the trial is set for November 20 to December 15 this year. So, up to between them time, the Noranda are not supposed to set foot in SML 173. But the ruling could take months after that. So, the government of Jamaica has a 51% stake in Noranda. And I've always tried to make the point that when we say Noranda, it sounds like it is not government. But the government of Jamaica is the largest shareholder in Noranda. So essentially, it's the government of Jamaica who want to mine SML 173. And people keep forgetting that. I will remind you every chance I get. Zin, I went to a funeral in Madras lately, mining still. Yeah, I have heard about that in a Charles. And I think Madras would be in SML 165 or 172. I'm not sure exactly which one of those. But based on, I don't think the court was very clear in stating that all mining should cease within those 3 zones until the matter is complete. So I don't know. So the government of Jamaica has a 51% stake in Noranda Jamaica Bauxite, which is in partnership with New Day, an American firm. And in 2021, Noranda Jamaica Bauxite was rebranded as Discovery Bauxite. It's them same one, in a matter. I have been meaning to journey to them places there, if I kind of have a get a greater view of what is going on there for myself. And again, I am not opposed to mining. In all fairness, even though I am a geography specialist and somebody whose degree is in environmental studies, yeah, I am not opposed to mining per se. What I am opposed to is mining in the area that they want to mine in SML 173. So let me get that clear. Mining has its place, but not this place. It is too sensitive from an ideological perspective. It is too sensitive from a geological perspective. It is too sensitive from an ecological perspective. It is too sensitive from a historical perspective. No, it is just not to happen. And again, and I've said this many times, and I'll say it again, the demarcation of the Cockpit Country Protective Area was a farce, was ridiculous, because it is my view that deliberate attempts were made to exclude the area covered by SML 173 from the Cockpit Country Protected Area because they simply want it to be mined. That is my view, that is my observation, and I think that is very disingenuous and it is criminal. And accurate TV, therein lies one of the problems with politics. That is why I have not gone into that part of it, because probably you're new here. So I would have always wanted, I always entertain, a desire to enter representational politics. But you see, things like them. Because even if I am the MP for the area and I am aligned to the governing party, and my views are that this area is too sensitive for mining, I'm going to say it. Because me I represent my people them, and I am speaking also from a position of having fairly good knowledge about the Cockpit country. Having taught it for years within the CXC syllabus. Understanding how these areas work. Seeing how they are connected with hydrology and the ecology and all of them things here. So I would have failed my people if I don't stand up and say, look, whilst yes, I am a member of the governing party, and yes, there are economic benefits to be had from mining, because I am not opposed to mining, as I told you. I am opposed to mining where they want to mine. But that is the problem. The Cockpit country is responsible for supplying water to most of eastern Jamaica, western Jamaica. SML 173 is just so this is the Cockpit country protected area right here, so. Back at me on here, so. And SML 173 the round here, so. If you mine here, so, based on the nature of limestone being a permeable rock, whether it is porous or pervious, it means that it allows water to enter and pass through. There is no way you can tell me, say, you mining here, so, now go affect round here, so, because of the nature of the geology of the area. You can't tell me that. No expert on the planet can tell me, say, based on where SML 173 is, there will be no effect on the area that they have demarcated to be the Cockpit country protective area. It is impossible. And the rationale is that where them want from SML 173 is 15% of what is covered in SML 173, and they would have given back some of the land based on consultation. It don't make no difference. That 15% what them want is 100% of what they need. So next story. I have done countless videos on the Cockpit country situation. Just type in Cockpit country, teach them. One playlist is there. Many videos. Zine, I have gone through these things many times. I am not opposed to mining, despite my training and my field of specialization. I am not. However, in this case, the potential impact, negative impact of mining, where them want mine, to the Cockpit country, it's not supposed to happen. That is just my thing and my views. And I believe in that so strongly. Yes, Father Vincent, it's been a long time, but we are trying to get it right. See? I have felt so strongly about this that I have gone to Trelawney. I have spoken to people there in the areas that will be affected. I have spoken to one of the person who has been leading the fight for the residents. Many times I have gone into Trelawney twice to see him. Zine, I have gone to demonstrations against mining. That is how strongly I feel about it. You understand? So, yes, mining has economic benefits for residents, for the government, for the country. However, based on the delicate nature of the geography, of the geology of that area, based on its ecological, hydrological, geological, historical value, it is to be left free of mining. I have never known a place that has been mined where there has not been environmental degradation. None. Not tonight, Father Charles. When we have a call-in stream, you can definitely do that. But we're not set up for techno calls tonight. Zine? So, not tonight, bro. But eventually, definitely we're going to have that. As I probably need to bring on Mr. Dixon again for kind of give me some update on them something. So, look out for it. Book out for it. Zine, so that is it. So, Noranda is trying to get the matter thrown out. The injunction that was given to the residents. So November to December, we'll see what go on with that. You understand? So until then, yeah. And I said the thing that irks me the most is because I know that a deliberate attempt was made to exclude one SML 173 from the Cockpit country protected area. It can't make no sense Just look on the map. Look where SML 173 is. Look at the area that they have demarcated and designated as the Cockpit Country Protected Area, Zane, and see it just doesn't make no sense. That area should have been incorporated in, but the reason being is because the amount of bauxite that is in that area, they need it, and they're willing to forego whatever ecological, hydrological, geological fallout comes. I don't think it is worth it. You understand? That is just my view. Thanks, Father Fabian. I appreciate the update. Zane, we saw a situation a few months ago where in Clifton in St. Catherine, there was a situation where some structures were demolished, as the Prime Minister said at the time that there was gangsters selling lands that they don't own to unsuspecting people and one heap or something. So it was a land scam type of thing. Lady Ann, good night. How are you? Zane, we're seeing a situation now where another land scam has been discovered. And this one is in St. Catherine as well. So crooks reportedly bagged millions from sale of Naisbury Villa lots. I guess I can't say Naisbury. Yes, and a suspected land scam in which hundreds of people are believed to have lost millions of dollars has been uncovered in Naisbury Villa, an informal development near Kitsiltown in St. Catherine. I guess it's a St. Catherine thing. The Housing Agency of Jamaica, HAJ, has been conducting a regularization drive for 560 lots in the area. Now, 100 titles have now been handed out to people who were living on the state-owned land when it was under the control of the now defunct Operation Pride. That Operation Pride thing, you see? However, as the state agency handed out titles for legitimate purchases on Wednesday last, it was revealed that more than 200 people are now occupying lots in the area. Well, more than 200 people now occupying lots in the area had purchased property from crooks at much higher rates than the actual selling price. The unauthorized sellers were reportedly pocketing between $350,000 to $800,000 per lot. This is very cheap. I have made queries about lots recently in some places. As much as $8 million G them a sell lot for. I don't know about that. You understand? So $350,000 to $800,000. You understand? Among the victims are a number of Jamaicans living overseas. A number of victims were distressed to discover that they were not part of the regularization process after the HAJ could not account for their purchases. I was given a receipt to show that I bought my piece from a construction company and paid $350,000 for my lot, one woman said. I paid in full and was told that the Ministry of Housing was preparing my title. I can't believe I got fleeced. The woman showed a copy of a receipt for the $350,000 payment. The header bears the name of a construction company, which is registered with the Companies Office of Jamaica. I was led to believe that it was a legitimate land deal and that the persons from the construction company were acting on behalf of the Ministry of Housing, she explained, still in disbelief. Two other people also had similar receipts showing that they had paid for lots in the same area. Now, one resident who received her title from the HAJ on Wednesday said that the scam had been going on for a while, but those who were suspicious of the sellers kept silent out of fear for their lives. The thing bigger than me. Some even pay up to $800,000 for lots with views. I wonder what kind of view. See view? The man them drive big car and have receipt book. So everybody thinks them legitimate. Now come to find out, them a fraud. Or you just need a big car and a receipt book. Okay. When reporters called the office of the construction company, a woman who declined to identify herself said the entity was not in the business of selling lands. She said that the company was aware of receipts bearing its name being tendered in exchange for cash in land deals, adding that the matter has been reported to the police. Now, when contacted, the St. Catherine South Police could not verify whether any such report had been made. At a community meeting on Wednesday, HAJ Senior Manager for Community Development, Nikia Morris, urged residents who had purchased lands from unauthorized people or entities to make attempts to recover their monies. Nesbury Villa has been plagued with persons selling lots, which is a serious concern to the HAJ. We have put up signs to inform the residents about these illegal purchases, and they were taken down, McMurray said. If you have paid monies to persons or bodies, you need to get it back. The only entity that owns the land is the government, she stressed. Now, the St. Catherine West Central Member of Parliament, Christopher Tufton, said efforts are being made to prevent any further illegal sale of lands in the settlement. Those who are selling the lands and are not authorized to do so are committing an illegal act. And if we have to involve the police, we will, he told the residents, adding that the HAJ consensus would determine, the HAJ's census, would determine the extent of the scam. Tufton said that the HAJ would endeavor not to make victims out of the persons who are there illegally. I appreciate that. We are going to try and put them in a good place, Tufton said. The situation comes after a similar scheme was discovered close to Clifton, which is also in St. Catherine, where unauthorized people were also selling plots of land belonging to the government. At least one person has so far been charged in connection with that scheme. Guess what I get to people, them, to be honest with you, based on my assessment. When you look land for buy and you know land very expensive and you get land for very cheap, you're going to buy a cheap land. Can you say, and the man the owners are trying to sell me land for that, and I get the land for this, so then yes, that will go on. You understand? And I suspect that there are many more instances of situations like this occurring across the island. It's just a matter of time before they are made public. Why? Because there are people among us who see an opportunity to scam some people because out of desperation or excitement to own your own land, which is natural and normal. You know what I mean? It is easy for them to fleece money from unsuspecting people. And I said, the man that drive big vehicle and just up in a jacket and tie with a receipt book, so them look legit. You understand what I say? But as far as I know, there are processes that are involved in the purchase and exchange of land for money. So it's best you familiarize yourself with the process, and if you are realizing that some of these processes are not involved in the deal that you are in, then you probably need to back out. And sometimes, if a thing is too good to be true, it means it's not true. Yeah, son? Because enough people get scammed on that thing, you know. And the next thing that, if I know some man who want part to scam you out of your land, a liar. Because if I liar, them I do that, you know. You send your money for them buy land for you and then put the land for them name. Or them sell your land and take the money. Sir. I will send the mosquito you coming in. Then me never invite him. Not like that. So I could continue. I want time now. Early, 8:30. Yeah, so I have about 3 more things to talk about. Yeah, sir. No. So some people are lose some money run a party, some people when I want to work here, sir. And I find creative ways to sell your people things. To sell your people land. Be it the government or others. You understand? Empress Cookie, what go on? Pick up yourself, you know. Andre Brown. All these folks buying land don't pay attention to free education, radio, and purchasing land. which is aired on Power 106 every Monday. You think enough of that Andre, enough of people that don't really listen really like that again. I think something comes on RGR some mornings to that kind of treat with some of these things sometimes. I know you're. I think I know you're right. I think I don't remember the program, but I think something. Speak up, teach. Noranda mosquito. Yeah, I saw. No, back to what we were talking about. Finar had brought up made the point that a lot of the children, the students in the schools are highly sexualized, and that is a problem. See, so whilst we were talking about them being indisciplined and deviant and violent and these things, and then something there. Yeah. Serial sex offender. Oh, when I reach on it, gets third one here. So like I'm going to talk about the children one, let me talk about that first. And then we come back to this. Online child revenge porn, a growing concern. So stakeholders worry that underage sexual content on the internet put children at a greater risk for predators. Parents are warned that they could be held accountable for actions of kids and have been urged to take control. Increased internet access by students because of the COVID-19 pandemic has led to an unfortunate byproduct, an uptick in underage sexual content being shared on social media online platforms. This has raised fresh concerns for stakeholders who worry that this could worsen children's vulnerability to being sexually manipulated by online predators and are calling for action to curtail the growing trend. School administrators are among those voicing their concerns as they grapple with a number of students being subjected to or participating in the sharing of explicit material in the online space. At the Anchovy High School in St. James, Principal Laverne Stewart said students making pornographic videos of themselves, which often end up on the internet, is a major challenge which has quadrupled since the pandemic. We have had students who made videos of themselves, and some have posted some of these online, including within the past year. We believe that it has quadrupled since everybody now has a device in their hand, which gives greater exposure to online content, she said. While the students may have had a phone before, because it wasn't something for them to explore many areas of the internet, it wasn't so pronounced or popular. But since we started the online learning, they are having the conversation with themselves as to where to find this or that. The problem become a whole lot bigger in the last 2 years, so we are just now seeing the ripple effects of that exposure. A St. Catherine-based guidance counselor who requested anonymity noted that many instances of students' explicit content being shared online are due to acts of revenge porn, where nude photos or videos are posted on online platforms without the subject's knowledge or consent. The students are always on TikTok, and they might do underwear imagery or dance in skimpy clothing on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok. But what we have actually discovered is that students are not really doing it deliberately to gain popularity. What you find happening is that often when a student's explicit photos or videos are shared online, it is when it is done to expose people or as some form of revenge, the counselor explained. Last month, Facebook and Instagram announced that it will step up efforts, right, I am sure, that it will step up efforts to prevent the spread of explicit content involving teens. Parent company Meta revealed that both social media platforms were founding members of Take It Down, an initiative, we're founding members of Take It Down, an initiative that helps young people, their parents remove intimate photos posted online. The concern raised coincide with statistical data provided by the Corporation Communications Unit, indicating an increase in the number of child pornography cases recorded in 2022 compared to 2021. Now, under the Child Care and Protection Act and the Child Pornography Prevention Act, A child is defined as a person who is under the age of 18 years old. According to the police data, there were 25 reports of breaches of the Child Pornography Prevention Act in 2022 compared to 22 such cases in 2021. In a breakdown of the figures for the respective 2 years, while there were 4 reports of child porn distribution in 2022 compared to 6 reports in 2021, there were 11 reports of child porn production in 2022, an increase over the 6 reported the previous year. Each of the 2 years saw the Jamaica Constabulary Force receiving 2 reports of inciting production of child porn and 8 cases of possession of child porn. Next thing, that's something that's illegal. So you see, teach them all the bankers. Oh, I soon get around to that. See, I soon really coming from. This thing where these videos become available and people share. Do you know that if you are held and it is found on your phone, you can be charged for the distribution of child porn? Be careful. You understand? These things, you don't need to share them, family. Because sharing these things many times only hurt the youth them more. Because it is giving it more exposure. You understand? I mean, enough of the youth them are still youth. In terms of them do things more time where them don't really think about or think about the potential consequences. And we as adults are now in a situation where we get these videos, and instead of deleting these videos, we keep distributing them and helping with the proliferation of these videos. I don't know what I'm to somehow, you know. I don't know what I'm to somehow. RT guys, pick up yourself in a family, give thanks. You see? Some of these videos are more shared by adults than children. Just know that people have been arrested and charged because they have been found in possession of child porn before. I have covered cases where phones have been searched at airports and man get locked up. Probably not nothing to do with it, you know. Probably a somebody selling a game. Or probably him know about it too still, I'm saying. But sometimes I don't know. That's why these days, there's nothing that is downloaded on my phone if I don't me say if you download. Say, no matter what you send, come give me on WhatsApp, can't download on my phone, you know. Because you can't automatically download on my phone. Because first thing, I don't have time for my phone full up of foolishness. That's the first thing first. Secondly, you can't do that. I mean, I'm going to clear my WhatsApp on a regular too. Because I have to do that. For stay safe. Because sometimes the message them. Sometimes I look on my WhatsApp and I have 500 unread messages. And I don't read. When I try to read them in a family. But by the time you read the first 50, 150 more come in. And by the time you get back to the 50 there, 200 more come in. And so on and so forth. So by the time, it's hard. So sometimes I just have to start from scratch. It's a full reset. And people say, you know, the boy there, him no want to reply to man message or him hype and him people know him now, so him not nothing like that. It's just that more time the messages come in so rapidly that me not get time enough to read some of the messages. And by the time if I read the message, one next 100 come in and then one next 100 and then one next 100 and then by the time I look on 600 unread messages. In all fairness to me, I can't read them. So sometimes, to be honest, I just have to just clear WhatsApp. Start from scratch. And then by the time I start from scratch, a 50 message that, then 150 dead. It's an ongoing battle. So it don't have nothing to do with me, I don't want to talk. I mean, sometimes I don't want to talk, for true. But generally, that is not it. Because sometimes some people say me be a foolishness. That is just the reality. And sometimes I have to just block some people. God knows, I tell you the truth. There are some people who send us some things without context. Then they send us some only for link. Some only for song. Some only for video. Some only for picture. There's no context to it. When me open it, I just have to be a link. I just have to be, no, nothing. You understand? I don't have time for that, to be honest with you. God no. It have nothing to do with being hype or nothing. It's just too much sometimes. Send me one message. You understand what I say? Send me a message. Send me one message. And most time, I mean, I understand this too. You get the opportunity to send a one message. You send a one. You can't tell me what you want another one message. You don't need 10 message. For you tell me, say, what you want to tell me, you can't one message. So when me look on the chat and me say 10 message in this, it's rough. And then you go message me for the first time and send me a voice note not for gone over half a minute. When the voice notes start go over 1 minute, it's a phone call that. The voice note all 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Me just have a mental block against that. Yes, brother, I'm saying all about places. We have about WhatsApp, we have about Facebook, we have about Instagram. Twitter not so bad still, to be honest. It's rough when we talk about email and brother. So for deal with all of that more time. But no, say, if a voice note reach over 30 seconds, it's a phone call. You understand? Finar right there. Finar send some voice note sometime all 5 minutes. I mean, I say Finar, then I really mean I send that to, bro, talk it true to God love. Like, yeah, I'm a virgin, but you can't go send me that. Because me can't go listen 5 minutes, bro. Me I tell you the truth to God love. You understand? This is just the truth. From the voice note reach over 30 seconds, it's a downhill slide for me. You understand? Because my attention span not always long night, you know. Yo, Jaja. But we could continue. We could move on. You understand? We shall have me there now. Yeah, somebody are telling say that child porn thing there. If people even send you the message, you delete the message. You don't need to send it to nobody else. We have a responsibility as adults to be that, you know. You understand? So Finar said be a pine. Me have to say, Father Roger, man. No, man. Their voice note this too long. But in truth, still, me listen a 1 minute voice note or a 2 minutes voice note still. You understand? Depends on where it come from, to be honest with you. But sometimes, mentally, it's just like, you open one message, so, and it message longer than the phone screen. Break it up in a 3 parts, man. And my brain just get tired and drop asleep. Alright, let's go move on. Alright. Now, let's go. In 2021, the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions called for lawmakers to make revenge porn a standalone offense under the Cybercrimes Act of 2015, on the grounds that it was very difficult to convict persons who maliciously reveal private photos on WhatsApp that cause distress to the victim. Assistant Kaya some man, you know, where we post a girl picture upon him status because him and the girl left, you know, or the girl diss him, you know. And you have woman who post man picture upon them status or upon them social media page because the man this, yo, I see, oh me, anything you say, you have to see with your own eye, you know, if you can't take picture, but say, you not get that from me. You understand? I don't know I send you that. You understand? Oh, send me one kind of picture, man. Where me forget it from? Where me I take it? Where me have? No, if you anything you want to see, you got to see with your own eyes. You understand? That is where it's at. You see me? Imagine now me take a picture of my little teapot and come give you, and then you put my little teapot to the world. Me not depend that. You understand what I say? See, and the next thing is that you have some people who, a part of them sexuality to video sex. You understand? But then say you didn't did it. You didn't involved. As somebody else did it. You didn't did it. So even for video, then you watch it, you delete it. What happened? Then why you need it? And then them TV phone them or the phone in last or so that you normally hear. You understand what I say? Then you didn't did it. Then what you need for video for? The year was there, no? You didn't did it. I mean, I understand. But to each his own. I mean, say you can't do your thing, you know, but you have to understand, say, boy, I mean, I know. set away. I could finish up this now. So the DPP has been pushing to get revenge porn to stand alone as a prosecutable offense. Zane? Yeah. Assistant Commissioner of Police Clifford Chambers, head of the Area 1 Police Division in Western Jamaica, warned that parents need to proactively scrutinize their children's internet usage, as this will protect both the parent and the child. He explained that parents can be held legally culpable for whatever criminal activities their children get involved with, including those committed online. Yeah, I have a little teapot with a short and stout. Don't know that. Yeah, that's why we just leave it a little teapot. Yeah, so let me say. Alright. So they must say anything you pick me do, then can charge you for to under certain laws, you know. Me no love that idea, you know. Because imagine me now as a trained father. You understand? Grow my youth them in the best way me can. And then go road go farm full. Then me have to pay for that after me try to raise them the best way me can, and I told them is decent children, you know. You understand? Them not perfect, but them is decent enough. But then go road go lick head with friend and cumble and do foolishness. And then say me now I have to go pay for. You understand what me I say? Me no love that. Yeah, me no know about that something. Zine? So, because me not a careless parent. You understand? Life rough, you know. Jaja. A lot of youngsters are encouraged by deceptive adults whose minds are so warped that they expect these things, illicit behavior, and the ease with which a child can access social media and communicate without any level of parental control or guidance is an issue. We encourage parents to pay attention to your kids. Pay attention to their phones. Ensure that once in every 24 hours, you have a discussion with the kids to see how amiable they are to have you take their phone to go through it. And once there's this big restriction, it means that there is something wrong. Something's wrong. But I can tell. Is it that someone new came along and broke the spell? You understand? You don't know them tune there? I don't know a tune when me sing. That could be it. You see me, sometimes I don't know when me sing them idea because we never was blessed with that. He continued, remember, if it is a child, anything that the child finds him or herself in on the criminal side, the parents can and shall be held responsible for it as well. In these instances, where you have these dialogues with these children, you yourself can be held responsible if there's anything that the child is doing that is an offense or a crime. Children's advocate Diane Gordon Harrison likewise believes that parents need to be more aware of what their children are posting online, especially because of the potential for predators to take advantage of and exploit young people in the virtual space. For the adults in these young people's lives, you must be very familiar with what they are doing online, and do not let it be a space that is too taboo or that you never venture into because they deserve privacy. Yes, privacy is to be respected, but given the exploitation of social media and online platforms by people with malintent, we need to be present there with our children and adolescents to ensure that there is nothing untoward that is happening that we cannot interrupt, she said. For the teenagers, we know it is exciting and it is a wide open world out there. But at this stage of your lives, there are people who have malintentions towards teenagers. For our boys, they are a prime target for criminal activities and gang membership, and also to exploit them to do things that are not appropriate. And for our girls, it continues to be that they are prime targets for sexual predators, Gordon Harrison stressed. Now, clinical psychologist Georgia Rose noted that some young people are part of efforts to validate themselves by getting likes in the online space, will stoop to sharing porn of themselves, so true. For some, value is linked to popularity on social media spaces, through a word have never been spoken, and this equates to the quantity of likes that one gets. There's a shift of perception and views, as some believe that the only way to present themselves in a valuable manner is to sexualize self. This demands that as parents, guardians, stakeholders, and the wider society, we must empower our children to see all the value in themselves and to identify themselves in a beautiful and desirable manner. She added, parents should intentionally create an atmosphere where sex can be discussed, where we can talk to our kids that sex is a good, healthy, and natural thing. We can also share that it is special and not to be reduced to pornography, and those conversations should be age appropriate. Eh? Interesting article. Every parent should read it. Because of the reality of the thing I know still. You see? Ah, boy. Oh, there's a comment that somebody like revisit. I say I can't find it. Teach them all the banker scammer. Do you think you should give a poor person your money to make you a richer person? I'm not sure I followed that. I mean, thieves are everywhere now. All night church. Enough time the man when I preach at church a criminal. Yeah, son. Antigua and Barbuda are the latest country to support Mexico's civil lawsuit against U.S. gun makers. And may I share this for a particular reason. I soon reach on to a reason. Antigua and Barbuda has joined Belize, the Bahamas, Jamaica, and the Trinidad and Tobago in officially supporting Mexico's appeal in its civil lawsuit against the U.S. gun manufacturers on Tuesday. The $10 billion action seeks to hold U.S. gun makers responsible for facilitating the trafficking of deadly weapons across the border. It was initially dismissed by a U.S. judge in September of 2022, citing U.S. laws protecting arms manufacturers from being liable for crimes committed with their products. However, Mexico last week announced it had filed an appeal against the decision. This was joined in an amicus curiae brief by 16 U.S. states. I don't know if I pronounced that right. It could be wrong. As well as the 5 Caribbean nations. An amicus curiae, I need to learn the pronunciation of that, is a document making legal arguments from organizations or individuals who are not direct parties in a case but have vested interest in it being considered. The trafficking of arms has been on the minds of Caribbean countries for years, with a recent summit held in February on the trafficking of arms into Haiti being one of the main talking points. According to American news media, Mexico sued 11 companies, including gun manufacturers, gun wholesalers, and gun distributors, arguing that these companies knew their products fuel vicious violence but have continued to do little to stop it. Regional media reported that the Caribbean governments believe that joining Mexico in its legal battle, though a separate brief would show that gun trafficking must be stopped at the source. Okay, so I've shared that. I have a problem with this, in so much as to say that if we are going to be honest, I want you to hear me out and don't misrepresent what I'm saying. If you want me to be totally and brutally honest, I am not of the view that these gun manufacturers are directly shipping these guns. I mean, I talk about Jamaica. I don't know about Mexico and Antigua and Belize and them place. That these gun manufacturers are the ones shipping the guns to Jamaica. The people who are buying guns and shipping guns to Jamaica are Jamaicans. And that we need to accept and deal with. You understand? Me don't really know the gun manufacturers them, but we know some gun names. So Smith and Wesson. So I suppose them is probably a one company by themselves. I don't know that Smith and Wesson make guns and say them gun here of a ship guard Jamaica. It's Jamaicans who left Jamaica, say them in search of a better life and greener pastures and want to help themselves and them family live here, and I use the money where them make, whether legally or illegally, purchasing guns, shipping them to Jamaica to kill them brothers and sisters. So Jamaica joining this thing is really and truly nonsense if you ask me, because what we need to treat with is to find the people that come here, the Commissioner of Police and the Ministry of National Security, so they know some of the men and women who are shipping the guns to Jamaica, and they have partnered with international and US law enforcement counterparts to track these people. That is what we need to be focusing on. You understand what I say? Who are buy the gun them and ship them come to Jamaica? Certainly not the gun manufacturers. It is Jamaican. Hey, Empress Maya, how are you? It's good to see you, D. Zane, it is much to do about nothing if you ask me. Saying we are so gun manufacturers. We need to find the people them we are buy the gun them ship come here and get rid of them. Argument done. So the time when we start, well, we are so gun manufacturers. See, because US gun laws are the US gun laws. They are not Jamaica's gun laws. They are not Mexico gun laws. They are not Antigua and Barbuda. They are the United States of America gun laws. Whether you like them here or nay, they are that. See? I don't know that Americans are purchasing guns sending to Jamaica. It is Jamaicans, the America buy guns and send come on Jamaica. That is what we need to accept and deal with that. We need to ensure that our ports of entries and points of entries are more robust and more secured. We need to ensure that we get as much technology to try to intercept these guns from coming into the country. And ultimately, we need to find the people who are responsible for shipping these guns and make them pay for shipping these guns. Again, me hear people talk about the US this and US that. Based on the little knowledge we me have of shipping, international shipping, the onus is not on the country of origin to stop anything. It is on the country of destination to ensure, say, them know what coming in them country. Again, that is my understanding of how things exist at this point in time. So we say we blame the US. Again, based on my little understanding of how international shipping works, Zane, the onus is not on the country of origin, but it is more so on the country of destination to ensure that they know what is coming into their country. So we can blame the US from now till thy kingdom come. When are we going to take responsibility for our country? So whilst the US may not be doing enough when these shipping containers and parcels are leaving the United States, the truth of the matter is that no matter how you look upon it, the onus is on Jamaica to ensure that these things don't come into the country. Intercept them and destroy them. So again, we're playing the blame game. Instead of taking the bull by the horn and killing the bull. You and me, we're in a stream, no, say, Jamaicans in the United States and where else, they are the one funding these gun purchases and sending them for lock turf and strengthen them gang and all of them something. And we are mash up the country. We are mash up our own country. I'm tired for here. We are trying to blame other people and deflect responsibility to other people. We need to take responsibility for our country. This is not Jamaica America. This is not Jamaica of the United States of America. You know? This is not Jamaica of the United of Canada or Jamaica of the Union. This is Jamaica. The United States government is not responsible for Jamaica. The Jamaican government is responsible for Jamaica. And again, I now say more can't be done on the US side, you know. Or more shouldn't be done, you know. What I'm saying again, and people, if you know more about it than I do, feel free to correct me. Based on my understanding, when something is shipped from the United States, they don't necessarily go through it with a fine-tooth comb to see exactly what in there. It is on the receiving country, which is in our case Jamaica, to peruse it and to separate what is legal from illegal. We need to stop blaming everybody for our situations, accept that we have failed, and try to correct said failures. I have seen too much of that in this country, man. Like PNP government blame JLP government of the past for everything wrong. JLP government blame PNP government of the past for everything. The whole of them fail. We blame everybody except we. What happens, sir? We need to take responsibility for our country. Jamaica is supposedly independent. So why are we depending on other nations for our security? We supposed to secure our own country. Yes, we can get help from our money. I say no. But you are gun manufacturers go to court. See, are you join Mexico's cause? What is your cause? When are you going to find the Jamaicans in the United States who are buying the guns and sending them come here? We hear a lot of talking. Oh, we know them. I want to know go find them. How we have partnered with our international and regional partners to do what? It's crazy. I don't know, I get to work up about them things sometimes, but I guess them things are just annoying, man. I could accept, man. No. On Friday night, I spoke at length about the issues facing vlogging and blogging in Jamaica. Zane, and the potential for persons in the space to go overboard, get carried away, and have to treat with the consequences, be it legal or otherwise. Zane, and the actors on social media, the bloggers and vloggers, are just one part of the thing. Zane, we have a situation in Jamaica now where truth is that anything negative, anything sus, anything gossip is a daily occurrence. That is what people want. That is what people are clamor for. These are the people who are getting the bulk of the views on these platforms. Because on the YouTube side, the creator side, and on the consumption side, there's no moral compass anymore. And wherever it still remains, that line is becoming more and more blurred every day. There's an article that I think was written by Rodney Campbell. I normally read the stuff that he writes because I think he genuinely see what is going on and is willing to call a spade a spade. He writes on Nationwide. See, I have shared bits and pieces from him before, and this is another one. Very interesting piece. Where is the moral compass? See? The blood-dimmed tide is loosed. And everywhere the ceremony of innocence is drowned. The best lack all conviction, while the worst are full of passionate intensity. I'll read it again. I don't think I did that justice just now. The blood-dimmed tide is loosed, and everywhere the ceremony of innocence is drowned. The best lack all conviction, while the worst are full of passionate intensity. This, taken from writer W.B. Yeats, gives an extremely accurate depiction of where we are in present-day Jamaica. It is apparent everyone is out for the jugular with little or no care and concern for the truth and integrity. I'll read it again. I spoke specifically to that the other night. It is apparent everyone is out for the jugular with little or no care and concern for truth and integrity. It is sad that there seems to be no window of morality to look through with the assured guarantee of finding a few solid and uncompromised rooms. That is so deep. The advent of social media has cast an eternal net that catches all in one swoop. As journalists, I'll read it again. The advent of social media has cast an eternal net that catches all in one swoop as journalists, civil society, lawyers, judges, politicians, and the rest. These days, everybody is an expert on every subject. But even more telling is how easily many have no regard for facts and truth when declaring what is known. The sad reality is you can wake up tomorrow and have 2 or 3 supposedly popular people say anything about you that is untrue, knowing their psychotic, possessed, and Pavlovian posse will immediately take it as gospel. I'll read it again. The sad reality is you can wake up tomorrow and have 2 or 3 supposedly popular people say anything about you that is untrue, knowing their psychotic, possessed, and Pavlovian posse will immediately take it as gospel. Why? They are all aware of how much we have become tuned in to far more sus and sauce than common sense. They are all aware of how much we have become tuned in to far more sus and sauce than common sense. There is no fear in consequences either, because the unlearned believe freedom of speech has no checks and balances. Because everything people say about freedom of speech, but freedom of speech is not really free, you know. Somehow you're going to learn. There is no fear in consequences either, because the unlearned believe freedom of speech has no checks and balances. They also believe as long as they are not the creators of it, then it absolves them from responsibility. The idea of being somewhat a ghost hiding behind fake names and identities allows many to spew venom, disparage, scandal, and destroy people in their so-called knowledge. I can understand the missteps of the ignorant who have no intention to enlighten their darkness, as the worst are full of passionate intensity. But when so many who stand on a soapbox and platform of what is right and wrong, it is clear the best lack all conviction. It is important that those who seek to join others in the pool of rumor remember that there are others as venomous lurking in the grass to do the same to them. What is even better is for them to shake and break their folly ground. This country is facing a serious crisis in missing morality, and we keep slipping day by day into an abyss of no soon return, I suppose, yeah? There are many who do not subscribe to using the court of law to settle what has been dished dirtily in the court of public opinion. I'll read it again. There are many who do not subscribe to using the court of law to settle what has been dished dirtily There are many who do not subscribe to using the court of law to settle what has been dished dirtily in the court of public opinion. The scourge of missing integrity and morality being defended by many is now almost as deadly as the crime rate. It seeks to kill and maim people's character and destroy their lives and that of their families. We can always sit in the arena enjoying the demise of people without holding ourselves accountable for our actions. But who will stand for us when the rabid lions are let loose? The center cannot hold. Where is our moral compass, Jamaica? Leighton Stewart, blessings. This is a brilliant piece. This encapsulates, sums up, summarizes many things that I've been saying over time about the users of social media, especially the content creators among us, the vloggers, the bloggers, you understand? And the constant pursuit of a dollar, not caring about the accuracy of the information in their videos. Many of them are very comfortable now. As long as I use the word allegedly, they are okay. You can't allegedly destroy somebody's reputation. It's either it is destroyed or it's not destroyed. It cannot be allegedly destroyed. And as the article says, once some people who are supposedly popular say a so you go, you can't tell them supporters sometimes in the hundreds of thousands. For example, I say I have 315,000 subscribers. Then some people have more than I do. And I come here and I tell people, say, Rosie a thief because she thief some panty from downtown from one store. I not say Rosie pan no video a thief no panty and I wasn't daring, but somebody tell me say Rosie thief some panty and me come here so come tell them say Rosie a panty thief. Now everybody a walk and tell people say Rosie thief jazz. Then everybody, as long as people live, a Rosie is a jazz thief and Rosie has probably never stolen a panty. You understand what I say? But that's how the thing work. And if somebody now come out and say, yo, you know, so what teach them tell people about Rosie, nothing no go so. You can't tell my 315,000 subscribers say nothing no go so, you know. Because who? I teach them, tell them, say, you know. And them man, they never get it wrong, you know. What you mean teach them never get it wrong? And teach them may not have the integrity enough to come and say, all right, you are going peeps. You know, say, the thing I'm telling about Rosie, you know, say, based on information, since I share that information, though I did that first, say nothing no go so. So I want to take the opportunity to apologize to Rosie and her family, and I am sincerely sorry for any, you understand what I say, damage caused to her reputation and such. Some of them not willing to come do that. Because them I am mighty. And you thought your old boy got your mother this and suck that and all of them. It's crazy world we live in. You understand? All of us get it wrong. I am somebody who is extremely careful before posting a video. You know me, I'll wait all 2 days to get the information before I do the video. See? That when nobody not really interested in it no more. But at least me know say the information right. And I have done videos before. Well, when can we get information even from JCF and we do video and it turn out that JCF did get the wrong info and share the wrong info. So the video that I did have the wrong info. Me pull the video. So man now pull them video. We hear this happen. And people, because people are aligned to a particular place, it means that them a thief too. And we make videos say this man a thief because him live somewhere and him drive this and him go there so him a thief too. Maybe this man not even a thief a sweet yet, you know. But we make videos say the man a thief because the man works somewhere. All teachers don't mean them students good. I work in institutions where all teachers, so it means that because some teachers don't mean well for them students, means I mean well for my students too. No. So you can't come say every teacher will work where me work or used to work mean a waste of time. That not fair. You understand what I say? But and again, it come back down to the viewers. Because you are the one who keep consuming the rubbish. And because you keep consuming the rubbish, more rubbish is fed to you. But some will love excitement and we love hear and we love hear the worst about people. As long as the worst about somebody, we are all for it. Not knowing so one day can be the worst about you, you know, or somebody who you love and respect, you know. But as long as it is the worst about somebody where you don't know everything good. No for the man them I would never call myself a journalist. Me there enough time and people say teacher. Me say no, don't do that. Me I'm not training as a journalist, but me create some content. Me a content creator. I call me a journalist. I can't call myself a journalist and I've never been trained and I have no qualification as a journalist. So some of the man them brand themselves as journalists and they have no journalistic integrity. How me couldn't call the only thing me can call myself is a teacher because that is where my qualification lies. What kind of journalist means? Me no have no qualification, no training as a journalist. So anytime somebody refer to me as no, we shut down that quick. Because we don't even want that tech route. But I know that what I do can break people's reputation. And as such, I try to be fair to every single person who I create a piece of content about. If I don't know, I just don't know. But some of the man them pretend to know everything. And uno pretend to believe so them know everything. So we have one synergy of people believing so them know everything. We don't. I don't. None of the other man them we say them a vlog, they don't. Because rest assured they get it wrong from time to time. Because if you're operating purely on hearsay, you are going to get it wrong sometime, family. No guy, it no matter who them be, where them name, none of them no get it right every time. BBC don't get it right every time. CNN don't get it right. NBC don't get it right. Al Jazeera don't get it right. Sky don't get it right. They don't always get it right. So if these companies, international media houses, will have countless amount of resources compared to what we have, because some we don't have resources, them can't get it right. Why we can't get them can't get it wrong? Why we can't get it wrong? If BBC can come and say, as it relates to a story that was posted yesterday saying XYZ, we want to apologize because we were wrong. Why we can't wrong? Social media is important in airing a lot of ills affecting the country. Social media is great because it gives practically everybody a voice. However, and yes, we live in a democratic society. And yes, freedom of speech is a thing. However, there are checks and balances. Not because you can say it means say you have to say it. If you cannot validate it, if you can't verify it, if you can't prove it, be careful. Remember, in the pursuit of $100, it can cost you 10, 20, 30,000 US dollars. I say that again, cause and again, I do this because if I am part of something, I want it to be good. I want it to be pure. If I am in a school, no boy can't in that school when me can't talk to. None. Because when you come through, you get me responsible for you, brother. So if you know I'm responsible for you, now come here. So if me in a field, me want to know, so yo, here we go on. Me can confident enough to know, so the man them respect the thing as much as me respect the thing and value the thing as much as me value the thing. But that will never happen. That is a pipe dream. You understand? I know that will never happen, you know. But me still have to try. Because me know that some of the man them will probably listen and hear what I go on. And say, you know, say, there have been times, and I won't call a name. And as I say, I really and truly don't spend my time watching videos created by Jamaican YouTubers. And I'm very serious about that. And I'll never apologize for that. Because some of the man them now have no integrity, brother. You understand? And it's a matter of clickbait and hustler. I'm not depend on that. Zane, but I have a few youths where I see potential in her, and more time a video will pop up in your feed, Zane, or you see something on them status, because one and few of them will communicate on WhatsApp, and me link a man and me I say, yo brother, me see you do a video. Don't do that, man. You're better than that, bro. You understand me? I say, more than one time you have to do that. Me I say, bro, you can't get carried away in anything. A build a thing and a destroy it, you know. Take your time and build the thing the right way, man. Don't follow the crowd. Because sometimes they don't have nobody around them to tell them things there. So you have to try to save them from themselves sometime too. I say sometimes some video, some titles when I see me I say then. Sometimes because I have some people who then will link me and say teach, but no, you're not to watch that. But listen to this. And sometimes against my best judgment, because me have respect for a man or an empress, will support my thing, me say, alright. And me I say, nah man. We have to do better. The man them for stop. The man them and the woman them for stop behave like them hungry. The man them and the woman them to start behave like them hungry. Because most of the people them do them things that people have a following behind them and I make money already. You're not hungry, brother. Me know how much money you make and in general. You know how much money me am in general. See? So you're not hungry. Stop behave like you're not hungry, man. Stop hustle the thing. Treat the thing as a business. As myself, when you treat the thing as a business, your approach is going to be different. Because you have to tailor your approach. It's a business approach. It's not hustle anything goes approach. And again, it all comes down, you know. What is your end goal? Oh, you just hustle some money. You just want to make some money. You don't want to make a difference. You don't want to make a mark. When you don't do this thing, when you move on from this, and what kind of legacy have you built? What you leave behind you? And the viewers, the consumers of this crap, want to do better too, man. You are the ones who are helping to proliferate crap because I want to share it and I want to consume it and I want to comment and I boost up some foolishness. People, if all are we in this together, you know, we have to hold each other responsible. We have to keep each other in check. Today it may be somebody, tomorrow it could be you. How many here would be comfortable for say, one of your family members is shot and killed and them sprawl out the roadside and people have them video and pictures up all about the place without even as much as trying to blur it out. How much of you would want your family member to die a man make video? Also them dash where this man around so or dash where the girl around so or man get dash around so or your brother face get slapped around so. Wanna stop perpetuate crap, man. It's just like how we know all the politicians them accountable down there and them do be a foolishness about you. I saw now all the man them accountable and them do crap. And so we know all the artists them accountable and we boost them up until them start to crap and end up a prison and then them turn around and blame the system. And we responsible partly too. And me talk, you know much time I talk to them about them stuff here. Me I can't go on my bed, you know. Me I can't go on my bed because I say, here we go on. You see? As I say, when I realize why I'm not really stream much these days, you know, because I feel like I waste my time. Like, we just talk and like nothing. Like, anybody can talk. But I just talk because I want to. I talk because I want a better country, brethren. That is what I have devoted my life to thus far. Creating a better nation. So I just talk because, I want to talk and I want to come collect some super chat. Or I want to get something over Cash App or PayPal or Patreon. I want a better country, brother. If we do that YouTube thing and we can do it, I mean, I tell the man them say, look on MKBHD family. Look on Unbox Therapy. Look on Linus Tech Tip. Look on Mr. Who is the Boss. Look on Austin Evans. Look on Jonathan Morrison. Look on Random Frankie P. There are so many examples. Look on Mr. Beast. Look on PewDiePie as mad as him be. Look on Ninja. Look on the man them who turn the thing in a business and wealthy. Why we can't do that too? We don't like wealth. Wealth not fit we. Why we can't turn the thing into a business? Why we can't use this as a stepping stone to build generational wealth? Why we can't do this in a way where when we stop doing it, people can look and say this person here would have contributed significantly to the development and growth of Jamaica. Why we can't do them something there? Why we spend most of our time a fight to one another upon the platform? This a man and that man in a few. This a man I tell that man about him mad and all sort of crap. This a man you fight over, this exclusive and me alone. You alone have what? And you alone people sending go give. Some things when I say go on in the space, me and say, yo, virgin. It's like the man them hungry. I'm tell you the man them not hungry because most of the man them do the foolishness. A man we are following and I make money already. The man them not hungry. If you start behave like we hungry, man. There are so many examples of YouTubers and content creators around the world that are millionaires. And instead of we are try to elevate the thing, to put the thing on a level, we are try to break down the thing. You ever see MKBHD and Lou from Unbox Therapy in a feud? Or Lou and Linus or Dave 2D them in a feud? I have never seen it. Brethren, I want to have a responsibility to the viewers. Some of the viewers, them are very, very, very easily led. Some of the viewers, if you tell them X this morning, and you tell them Y this evening, them can't understand the difference. So ensure, say, if a Y, from the beginning, it have to be Y because you can't tell them X and vice versa. Yeah, man, negativity get views, you know, Myers. Negativity get more views, but that means the positivity can't get no views. If I was to go into certain things and explain certain things to you around here and about a YouTube thing, it would be amazing. You know? It's just that me don't want to say certain things. But don't feel, and views is one. More views don't mean more money. More views don't mean more money. So many people don't understand that about YouTube. Me and a man can do a video. Zine? And film video get 200,000 views and mine get 100,000 views and me make more money than him. Because probably I just people at Jamaica are watching while people in America and Canada and some places where the CPM higher I watch my video. Because advertisers will pay more money, maybe more willing to place their ads alongside my video than for them video. These people not. I probably need to do a course about that YouTube thing at one of them time, you know. Because many people don't understand certain things. More views don't mean nothing. Most of the time. More subscribers don't mean nothing sometimes. Because 70-80% that who watch a video don't even subscribe to the channel. Because if people did if are the people that were subscribed to mine, every video me publish 300,000 people should then watch it, ain't it? I know how it work. You don't have to understand these things, brethren. And as me say, I am up and I have been doing this longer than enough of the man them. Zine? Me understand certain things and me see the vision and where the thing can go. You understand? But it's just like the artists them. Every man interested, and me I run Jamaica. Then you don't want to run the world. How much money so they are Jamaica? To be honest with you, when me look on my matrix, I don't want most of my views to be in Jamaica. Because truth is that if it's a money thing, the CPM is not that it's best in Jamaica. But there are some videos where the message and the lesson should reach more of the people in Jamaica. That is fine. The most important matrix on YouTube is watch time. It is not views, it is not subscribers. Watch time. Educate on yourself and inform on yourself and do the thing the right way. You understand? Again, there are people around the world who, and I've said this before, YouTube has changed my life significantly. And I will be forever grateful to my viewers and subscribers. Zine? And as such, I want to ensure that I keep giving the best of myself and my content to my viewers, to be always honest and correct with the information that I share. And when I get it wrong, I can come and say me get it wrong, pull the video if I have to pull the video, and apologize so me have to apologize. Because that is just the nature of the thing. You understand? The man them who don't know everything, who need to spend less time in a people business and more time building your business. The viewers them who need to stop consume so much crap and tell a man say to try make less crap. Stop celebrate people destroying people's reputations and brand when you don't know the situation. Stop doing it, man. It could be your reputation tomorrow. It could be your brand tomorrow. But as long as I know we will celebrate it. Worse if somebody who would think if you have so much money or where the people work hard for them things, you know. You know how much sacrifice a man take to build them brand and their name, and some man sometimes just decides that they're going to destroy it without proof. Think about that. Some of the man them want to keep on and support just want to hear something about you know. Or somebody phone you. And I done it done. Because you would have helped to build that person doing the same thing. You know, if you stop do it. Uno have to take some, just like how everybody have to take responsibility for this country change. We have to take some responsibility for the things change. Everybody, you are free to share your opinion and views, but your opinion and views must be based on the information that is accurate. You can create it, brother, and present it as if it is facts. That is not how the world works. And Jamaica is becoming a very litigious place. More people will have to go talk to the judge. And someone now use no court for settle nothing. So unfortunately, someone, and that is it, and I now support that, I'm just telling you, that is the nature of the country we live in. Someone I deal with them things different. You can't just get up at this trial where a man take years to bail without the information. If you have the info, fine. You can't make it up, brother. You can't accuse people of some things where you can't prove. And you know, so the fools them when you tell, I go take it and run with it and mash up people's life. And I say world run, fam. Me nah support them something there. And the people who may create the content and the people who may consume the content are equally responsible for the proliferation of foolishness. We don't have no moral compass anymore, fam. Nobody is willing to stand up and tell a man, say, brethren, you can't do that. No man will celebrate it, brother. A entertainment for it. All of these things collate and add up to be the Jamaica we have, you know. Mainstream media, them is the next part of the problem, you know. Because they are so threatened now that them are compete with social media and a water down for them things. So them are the next. But me get to them one next time, you know. Because them feel like me not see what them are doing idea, you know. You look on some headline or some paper, it's like some vlogger write it. Because them have to compete. And them feel like them have to compete now. So the whole thing a break down. The media, traditional and otherwise, keep countries in check. Keep administrations and government in check. It is important. However, you cannot, and as I said this before, in the pursuit of justice, you cannot become unjust. In the pursuit of the truth, you cannot become a liar. And in the pursuit of fame, you cannot knowingly defame people. It is wrong. I'm here. Tapping eyes. Yeah? In the pursuit of justice, the moment you become unjust, you are as bad as whosoever has been unjust before. If you are pursuing the truth, and in pursuing the truth, you become a liar, then what's the point? In order to build yourself and to gain fame, you don't need to defame nobody, brother. You don't need to defame anybody, you know. You can make your money without doing these things. I have been making my money without doing these things. A whole heap of people running for them. A whole heap of people will call out, you know. A whole heap of videos will do a point out something. But all those videos have been based on research and facts. That is why you never hear some guy quote with nobody before, family. And I have been doing this from August 21, 2016. My channel could have probably been twice as big as it is now if me did maintain a particular type of content direction. But it wasn't right. It wasn't. I never feel that. That never sit right with my conscience. The sus and the gossip and as me telling them, I know how to get the YouTube thing for tick. It not take nothing. I know what to do. Right now, me have 2 videos trend see me. Like, that's neither here nor there for me. You know what me then love to trend my interviews. Or my live stream. Some substance. Yeah, me think my live stream have that still. You understand? Sometimes. Most time. See? At them, there's something me interested in. Me not interested in a video where somebody... I was on the road last night and Abby messaged me. Asked me if me asleep. Me I said no. She said, if me want, she do a voiceover of the incident. Because I never did know some shooting go on a wedding. Zine? Because sometimes I just lack off it. Zine? Because by the time she read the news Monday, that story may have lost his legs. You understand? I say, alright. Send me the voice now. I do the video. I don't necessarily want a video like that to be trending. Somebody lost their life, family. Irrespective of what the motives were, are, I don't know. But at the end of the day, a Jamaican citizen lost their life. There have been months between videos like that for me in the past. I just decide to but do it. You know, see me, I don't know video, the man did this, the man they send serious message to this man said this man said that. No. There's no substance there. We step away from them things a long time, and I have been doing well. Thanks to my viewers and subscribers. I appreciate that. Zane, you can define what you want to be, family. You can decide which path you want to take and still make money. You think I like to do these videos about children being murdered and raped out here and people being murdered around the sun? I don't like it. It's just that it's part of the job. There have been months where me not do no murder video. Me not doing it. And I know that most times those are the videos that trend and you get the views and they bring in the subscribers and bring in some. I don't want that. It's just that we reach a stage and I say, look here, you know, you have to just do the work. I tell you, sometimes when I edit the news, Zine, Abby has creative responsibility for the news. She select the stories, she script the news, she read the news, she send it to me, I edit it. Zine, there are times when there will be some stories and I say, okay, you know, I think the viewers need to hear this because the information in it is important. I'll send and say incorporate it in the news. But when I edit the news and I say 5, 4, 6, 7, 8 murders for the day, you think that me enjoy that? I don't enjoy that, brother. Because at Jamaica, me I talk about it, and Jamaica land one meal off, you know. I don't enjoy that. There are days when me I say, boy, Abby, yo, the news rough to the family, man. There are days when me I say, yo, one of them murder story or two of them murder story, I forgot come out, you know. And me take them out on me and edit. I'm tired of it. We have to decide what we want, and the influence that some of us have, we don't even understand how great it is and far-reaching it is. Empress Cookie, you know, we always appreciate the contributions. You understand? Big up to all of the people them who do that. We know to work hard and we don't have to do that. But we appreciate it. See? Look here, man. I think I'm not going to trouble that topic here again for a while. I'm just have finish what I have to say about it. We have immense influence. You have some people who don't watch news unless it is a newscast in the days. Because they are comfortable in the fact that it is going to be accurate. That is the influence we have. You have mainstream media interview artists when me I interview, and I might interview them I go watch because they are getting more value from it. That is the influence we have. When you tell people things, nobody else can tell them nothing. That is the influence we have. When we share information, if it is wrong, and somebody else share the right information, some of our viewers have no want to hear it because teach them or whosoever man at them say so. That is the type of influence. As I'll go further, we have power family, and we need to use it the right way. I'm not going to tell you what kind of content you should make, That's up to you. But what I'll say to you, you have a responsibility to be honest. You have a responsibility to ensure that your content is correct. Stop use your platforms for tear down people when you don't have the facts. Many among us will be made to pay. And based on the climate of the country that we live in, some of us will pay and it is not in court. That is the harsh reality. Then you got hear some people are trying you can speak your truth, but it has to be the truth. I don't lose no sleep over subscribers or viewers, brother. I do the work. And the work take care of itself. I don't lose no sleep about hunting the next. If it was about money for me, I don't miss a stream. See it there? See what Cookie just do? She rich. She can't do that every night, me stream. She can't do that every night, me stream. If it was about that, I don't miss a stream because I know Cookie might do that. It's more to me than that. If it was about money, me do every murder video around here. Because the truth is, whilst me not love my voice, some people love it. So them I go watch the video. If it was about money, the 100 man will call me every day as a teacher. You know, me have a song and I want you to do something. I go do. It's not about that. So whilst I work, and whilst I have a staff to pay, and I need to cover my responsibilities, yes. But at the end of the day, that is not fundamentally the aim. Of course, I want to make money. What do you mean? I tell us the people when I sit down and study at MKBHD and load them and see how the man them do them thing and the man them lifestyle nice. I like nice life too. But I not go sell out my values and my belief system for certain things, brother. Me not do everything. Me not go everywhere. You know, brother, I don't even to overexpose myself. If you see me anywhere repeatedly, because I think there's value in it. I am very careful in the things that I do and where I go. And it's not because I can't go there. Anything at all you give people too much of, them get tired of it after a while, Whether it's good or bad, that's the way of the world. It can't be about just the next dollar family. And again, the viewers, you see, just like how we sit down and make politicians mess up this place, I saw we sit down and I make the man and mess up the place family. Because we not hold nobody responsible and accountable. Because we still a support. It's just like election time, no matter what, we just up a dog in a orange and green, and a ring bell and a full fist and a wine up, and a name curry goat, and white rice and drink one flask of rum, and 5 years we suffer again. I see him, so we are treat the thing. Anything goes because of freedom of speech. Freedom of speech is not as free as you think. Free, yes, but you cannot get up and, without the facts, break people's reputation and brands that they have taken a lifetime and make incredible sacrifices to build. Me not think that is right. There's no effort for blur a man's face when him lie down on the ground sprawl out dead, brother. Nothing like that. More time me get the video them, I'm not even bother use them because them only alright. So a shooting go on. Where the shoot? Give me some context. Where the location? Show me the place. A man get shot up in a vehicle in the beside. Show me the vehicle. You know have to show me the body, you know, brother. You don't have to show me the body. Me no want to see that. Me no want to see a man marrow up on the ground, brother. Me no want to see a man intestine on the ground. Me no want to see a man foot over there, so. Show me the other things in relation to the thing. But everybody know a video thing for send got disappear and disappear. Yo. There are so many issues affecting us as a people, and we're not even try fix the simple ones. It's just like the government. There are so many issues affecting us, and we're not even try do the simple things right. So everything is a mirror of the next. Social media is a beautiful thing. But as I say, social media not so social anymore. You understand what I mean? I say it is about validation. It's about likes. You understand? It's about sus and gossip and entertainment. Very little value is there. It is destroying us. Learn that. Don't reach like a cookie. Big up yourself, sis, man. We appreciate it, man. Yes, sir. But they need a little after them, man. Give thanks, man. You know, I always appreciate the kindness of the viewers and subscribers, you know, Rosie. Because we don't want to work hard in a snow, mist, dew, hail, fog, sleet, and all of them sitting there. Give thanks. You see? Peeps. I don't know. As I say, for me, and me I try to find back the drive for stream, but them things are kind of pushing back sometimes because it's just like I waste my time. When I see some of the things them in the days, I read some of the things them. Sometimes for weeks, I not engage social media. I not go over Instagram, I not go over Twitter. The only place I can upload some video on YouTube, I'm probably in the conversation in our premiere, and that's it. Lack off because it is just toxic. It just drain you. You understand? I say some things sometimes, and when I process it, I say, yo, we in a problem, man. We in a trouble. We in a trouble, brother. Big trouble, too. We have to hold each other accountable. We have to help each other. We have to guide each other. We have to do that for each other. You understand? I don't expect everything myself to agree with. I'm telling you that already. I would be very annoyed if everything me come over here come say people said when me a stream and the man them there and we have different views and different opinions because I saw the thing go. It can't be just like your teacher knows here because I'm not always right. Enough time my opinion me I share, you know what I mean, sir? That is just how me see it. You see the thing different to brother. And as me I say, any day me start lose certain things and only sit down and watch me and lose it, I would be very disappointed. Link me a man and say, yo, teach, you need to get it together, brother. And I you this. I sound of deal with the thing from. You understand? I make we make money, you know, brother. When I just get up and make when I just get up and make money, so, you know. I do that. So it means that you are important in this. So you must go and talk to a man where you help feed him family, brethren. I mean, some people pass them place and say certain things. You know me run away. It no matter. You understand? But in general, you can't link me as a teach. Something off with you, man. Like, and you this. What go on with your brother? Get back to your thing, man. This is for Rosie. Big up yourself, Cookie. Give thanks. You see me? I think some of these criminals feels good to see their work. That is true, you know, Janet. That's a possibility. I have no doubts that's a part of it. Some of the man them love when they are spoken about too, and them something there. Some don't. You understand? Some take it personal and threats are issued and them something about. We need, it's as me say, social media is a beautiful thing and then it's an ugly thing. You understand? We need to strike a balance. It can do so much good, but then it can do so much bad. Don't join in the destruction of people if you don't know the facts. Many of us are guilty of that. I mean, I like that. Because I know what it takes to build a brand. And someone then do whole heap more than me if you build for them brand and build them name. I know about the sleepless nights, brother. I know about going to work with my eyes them red like a car brake light. No sleep. And sometimes I have a full day. And eventually I got more responsibility as a senior teacher. I'm responsible for your department. I was still a push it. I was still a do it. Many nights we not sleep. Many days we want to sleep and can't sleep. Many friendships became strained. Relationships got destroyed because Empress them and say, yo, you're not really not time for me and I'm not depend on something. You know. Some of them never really see the vision. I mean, eventually, it probably weed out and we end up with who we end up with. So I saw the thing worked, so we don't even complain about that. You understand? Who saw the vision and was willing to stick to it and support. You understand? So, we don't too complain, but we just show you. And many people have made greater sacrifice than me for build for them brand. And some man in the pursuit of a few dollars without facts I destroy the man. I don't like that. I mean, I defend nobody, you know. I mean, I defend criminality. If it's a criminal and you have the facts, you do your thing, you know. But me, I said, you just don't have it and you make up things about people and it destroy them reputation. And once you destroy a man's reputation, that's it, you know, brother. No matter what a man say or what people say, that's it, you know. You can't come back, you know. And that enough of the man, them are the brother. I mean, I like that. That is not unprincipled, that is immoral. I mean, I like that. Feel free to pursue a better Jamaica. Feel free to call out who forget call out when the information is there to call them out. Stop speculating on people's life. I regularly read to pieces about here and some other people. But we are do it with what? The facts that are available from the entities and institutions that provide facts. I regularly rip through people, brother. Because at the end of the day, we are for a better. That is what I've devoted my life to, a better Jamaica. You understand? But there's a right way and there's a wrong way. There are people among us who are paying millions because they thought they knew and they did not. And unfortunately, there are people among us who are going to pay more millions because of the same thing. And unfortunately, based on the nature of the country that we live in, you have people who are going to pay with more than just money. A word to the wise is sufficient. We need to find back our moral compass. We need to be fair in what we do. We are not hungry people. Stop behave like we're not hungry, brother and sisters. You understand? If no sus no come out, some man, I tell him, I cannot upload a video for a month on my channel, alright. I cannot upload a video for 2-3 months. Why? Because me have content where people always are go and watch. While some man, if certain things not happen, if a man name not call, nothing. And because of that now, them not have nothing fresh, them go make some things. You see how one thing lead to the next? A word to the wise is sufficient. Man them, viewers them, subscribers them. All of us are in the space. All of us use the space. We have a responsibility to ourselves. We have a responsibility to people. We have a responsibility to the country to do the thing the right way. For the last time, for a long while, me I tell him and them, fix anything. Get yourself together. Again, in the pursuit of justice, you cannot become unjust. In the pursuit of the truth, you cannot and should not become a liar. And in the pursuit of fame, you can't knowingly defame people, family. These things are wrong. They can be expensive, and ultimately them can cost you more than money. I don't know if you want a better Jamaica, but I want that. It may not happen in my lifetime, but I have children. And my children will have children. And eventually, me want somebody in my family have a Jamaica that I would have been proud of to call home. So me, I do what me can do to help with that. My little may be insignificant, but if we all would do that, then we can have a better country, family. You understand? We can have a better country. Stop creating problems where there are no problems. Stop creating stories where there are no stories. You have people out here set people against each other in the pursuit of $1. People out here create feud where there is no feud. And we lap it up. And we consume it. And we pay for it. The space is big enough for everybody benefit. Everybody can have a following. And at the end of the day, the same people them really watch everybody. I mean, some people don't watch some people for various reasons. But generally speaking, at 2.7 million people there, give or take, so 3 million. And then you have the diaspora. Yeah, like, are the same people them really? It's split up. I could do the thing right, man. As I said, there are people around the world doing this YouTube thing at a level that can rival mainstream media. There is no company or entity in the world that can do a better review of an electronic device in his skill set area than Marcus Brownlee. None. The man is a YouTuber. The man is a content creator. People, when he speaks, people buy or don't buy. That is the level of the man's reputation. It makes him millions of dollars. Why we can't aspire to that? Why we can't aspire to that? I would like to. So I don't know about you. You understand? And as me as a peeps, at what time? 10 o'clock. When I go to work a morning, when I have pressure on Zane. Again, me just try find back of streaming vibration. I'm really trying Zane, and it's for the first time in probably a year or more that I've streamed back to back, as in Friday and Sunday as I used to. So I think that is a good start. I am really trying. I may even see pop-up streams in the week. You understand? The call-in streams will come. Yeah, give me some time. I like the call-in streams with Scotty because she can also treat with somebody too. You see? So, but she not really available like that at the moment. And as I said, she's fine. She's okay. Nothing wrong with her. She just I do some stuff at the moment. You see? So, as I say, peeps, the whole of we have a responsibility. The whole of we have a responsibility for a better Jamaica. The whole of we have a responsibility for a better social media environment as well. See, remember, our kids are also in the same social media space where we are help perpetuate and proliferate foolishness. Zane, we have a responsibility, if I even just do with kids, to create an environment where them can survive in as well. I'm just tired of certain things. May I be honest with you? You understand? And for me, coming here on a Friday night and a Sunday night, come talk, never mean, I was starting, it never mean much anymore. And coupled with the fact I'm tired, and coupled with the fact that Dancehall Thursday was a new addition to my schedule. Zine, by the time I come in from Dancehall Thursday, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock sometime after I drop off my staff, then I have to wake up, forget I'm here ready for school, I'm on in time, if I can't go to school. I do that every single morning and pick him up from school every day. You understand? Since I'm here going to this, probably 1 or 2 days I haven't picked him up from school. I bring him to every morning and I get him ready. So that is a part of what I do as well. Then by the time Friday run off with everything else, I'm still tired. So that is a part of why the streaming thing, plus everything else I'm going to tell you about. You understand? Not sure that I'll be... Yeah, the merge store, not really in the merge store at the moment, Cookie. Thanks for advertising it. I deleted everything. I need to go back through and start adding things, different things, quality stuff. Well, I don't really mean met them still, but the designs and stuff, so that will be back up soon. But not over there at the moment. You understand? Read the Dancehall Thursday thing, I kind of stopped doing that for a while. Kind of went back for a while. Not sure that is. Truth of the matter is that it is not what it was when it started, and I don't like the direction of it at this point in time. That's not a secret. Like, me tell who involved to, like, some don't know about that either. You understand? I can use that time to other things, streaming one of them as well, because as I said, that spin off, the comeback over on a Friday nights, I'm just exhausted. And then the time for edit with all of the copyright issues that comes with it, because the thing is more a concert than rubber dub is the next thing. And so I'll be streaming more going forward. So I don't know. You understand? It's a lot of things. Some things I just don't say because I don't need to. But that is just the truth. I know people have been asking, what about that? That is it. It's supposed to be rubber dub. Selector play the song, play the version, man DJ. Everybody I walk with tracks like a concert. Plus, initially it was supposed to be a platform where young artists can go develop them skill and get guidance and tutelage. I see where young artists go and then probably not perform well and is ridicule and laughter instead of guidance and encouragement. I don't like them things. So the energy is wrong, so I just kind of take on myself. You understand? Great platform, great potential. The networking part of it, because when I go there, I see some of the man I look for, some of the man I look for me, see me too, and find. But me will find the man them. The man them will find me. That's not a problem. You understand? It is also good for when we do the interviews, we can drop in some snippets of that is good too, but I never used to do that before, so I don't have to do that no more. It's a whole host of things. So I kind of have some other things I work on in my head too, and them something there. See, and this is no disrespect to anybody, but if we start something with a vision, it will grow, but the DNA should be the DNA. You understand? And yeah, long story. So that is part of why the streaming on Friday nights, it kind of fall out. I was just really exhausted, to be honest with you, like really exhausted most of the times. And there were weeks when normally I try to do 2 interviews per week. There were weeks when I do 4 interviews regular right through, and the work is the work, we're not complaining, but it's exhausting. For the amount of time I put into researching and interview, then for everything else we have to do, you understand, it's set away. So, and but they just need to breeze too. Peeps, big up on yourself, give thanks. I appreciate the support. We're going to build back the stream. Normally 400, 500 people watch the stream. You know, people find other places now, but we'll reach back there. We know the YouTube thing where consistency is the key. So we'll get back there. That's not a problem, because sometimes the people that who need for ear and they hear, you understand? And people that found other things to fill the Friday night and Sunday evening slots, which is fine. It's not a problem. But with the year, see, we're not going to big up to the people them who still check in and say, teach, want to the stream when I see you, want to dance out Thursday, want to that. I speak to who I can speak with and who I get to speak with. But that is the situation. Streaming, as I said, has always been an important part of creating a brand and a family, because we get to one-on-one, especially when we do the call-in thing. We get to interact and engage. So I know the value of this. And truth is, it is more important than other things that I've taken on recently. Whilst those things are important too, kind of need to get back to the roots, Zane. And me will stop feel like me waste my time again. Me I try to cut out that. You understand? And if you know me, I'll tell you that the worst thing you can do in a life make me feel like me I waste my time. The moment you feel like, make me feel like you're going to lose me. So, yeah. Peeps, big up on yourself. Have a productive week. Be safe. You understand? Make some money. You understand? Most importantly, stop complaining about petty things. Some of the things that we are complaining about are joke to some struggles where some people have got through. You understand? Many of us are blessed. Zane, many of us are refrigerators are packed with food from days and weeks ago. Zane, some people don't have a fridge. Some people don't have food from today, much less days ago. You understand? We have roofs over our heads. We have clothes on our back, shoes on our feet. We have means of transportation. We have families who are doing well financially and health-wise. We need to give thanks. And also in giving thanks, we need to help those around us who are in need. We can't help everybody every time. You understand? And many people, when they think about help, them think about financial. Sometimes it's just an encouraging word, a smile, a hug, a pat on the shoulder. You understand what I say? Some simple things. Peeps, big up on yourself. I'll see you on Tuesday for interview. Plus, I'll see you for Friday, and probably before that, if anything go on and I feel like I want to talk about it, turn on my camera and come talk to and them something. Plus I know the news every day. Please, and you know me normally, and you know me, the people that subscribe, you know me not ask for nothing at all. No money, no nothing. The news, watch it and share it. You understand? In the days. I would appreciate that. Zane, I kind of get the vibe that, because when I do stories, boom, them blow up immediately. I guess people are used to me reading the stories and doing news, but growth comes with changes. And Abby is a brilliant news reader, broadcaster. She is absolutely brilliant. And I would love for more people to get the information than those who are getting it. So watch it and share it. That's all me ask. If I just one person you share it with, that's fine. But just watch it, like the news, share the news. Me not ask you for nothing at all. Nothing. That's one vow that I've made, that you will never hear me come say, you know, say me ask. No, never. We appreciate what we get when we get it, but please like the news. I know sometimes the content of the news is not very encouraging, but since there's been an ask for nothing or for do nothing, watch the news, share it with your friends and your family, and ask them to share it with somebody. That's all. I think that's a fair request. You understand what I say? Yeah, man. Thanks, Rose. Yeah, man. I know some people do that, but Not enough people. You understand? And I suspect that is because I am not the one doing it. I mean, I don't want to like my advisor. It's me not particularly like it. You understand? But she's brilliant. It's a part of the channel growing. It's a part of adding some professionalism to the thing. It's a part of, diversifying the thing. Mark, I understand, but it is important to me. You understand? It is a project that means a lot to me. Zane, but we don't watch the news and share it for me. That's all me I ask them. As me say, I ask them for nothing. I've never asked her anything other than that. Please, appreciate it. You understand? Give thanks. And I know some people watch it every day and think, share it with somebody. If I have one person, we give thanks. Big up yourself. I'll see you soon. And I love the ones them in a real life. Just like how I love my country. I don't love what I go on here, but I love my country. See, I love my viewers them and my subscribers them. The people them are there from a long time. The people them are just a forward. I meet some new people. You understand? Become familiar with each other soon as we go along. Big up to the people them are always here. We appreciate that. I can't wait for Scotty to come back again because she adds a different dynamic and perspective to the thing. And her views and my views are not always aligned. So that is always important as well. You understand? So I'm looking forward to having her back when she come off her honeymoon. She a kill me. And things. So peace. Big up on yourself. Have a wonderful, productive week. And as I say, try be a difference to somebody. Take money for do that all the time. Walk good. Step with ya. Safe travel upon the gravel. I'm out. Big up to Cookie and Rosie and Lawful and everybody. You understand? I appreciate the financial contributions, as you know. We know the people that work hard. We know they work hard. And we appreciate that. All of the people that work on Patreon, not because we know put the names them, we appreciate the ones them. We probably need to talk to them more, to be honest. You understand? Knowing that we first do that thing there, the Patreon thing about you. The PayPal people them, the Cash App people them, all of the people them. The Western Union people them, even though they're lying they long, big up on yourself. MoneyGram thing, please don't. I appreciate it, but don't. I can't bother with them. Peeps, big up on yourself. Walk good. Art of love. I'm out.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of the Teach Dem Radio Show. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Until the next episode, check out the Teach Dem YouTube channel for more good things from the yard. Also, we'd appreciate a rating for this episode. Until next time, walk good, my friends.